Hey, you guys, did you know Boxy was 16 years ago? We were just talking about that.
Audio's live.
Audio is live.
Oops. I gotta
Yeah.
mute that.
Yeah.
I double speak.
I
I'm
am
not
not
trolling.
trolling.
I am Bucks, you see.
Queen of the internet back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
The darling of 4chan. Until she
boy.
wasn't and they tried to dox her.
That doesn't surprise me in the slightest.
Previously! Everything's scuffed because Steam doesn't like to save settings. Everything even more scuffed because Inu's computer apparently hates running Baldur's Gate 3 with the recap over Natsu. Oh. That was separate sentences. My bad. With the recap over, Natsu explains the quantum mechanics that are used to confuse the game into still rewarding combat experience after successfully talk no jutsuing your way out of a fight, and everyone collectively agrees it's just too much effort to bother with.
Yep.
Since everyone has basically zero resources left after killing both the Watcher and the Wild Garchomp, in addition to the constantly exploding each other thing, they make the likely wise decision to not go to Mushroom Bomb City for the time being so they can instead get some rest. Despite Natsu's constant insistence to go back to camp for the hero party, it turns out that Zevlor's people are smart enough to not go to the Underdark just to throw a party for a bunch of psychotic jackasses, and as such, no party was waiting for them. Their disappointment over the lack of a party is thankfully cut short when the owlbear cub shows back up again with a small boo-boo that he got from trying to beat things up to get tougher. After El just barely manages to actually pass the check needed to treat Owl's cuts, he and Karlak are then quick to become friends when she ends up impressed with his determination to get better at murder. Once the conversation with Owly is over, everyone's ecstatic to see he's finally chosen to stick around camp now, at which point they finally realize that none of the tag-along crew were around at the moment because they've been in a special nighttime event this whole time. Since the tag-along crew apparently can't be fucked to care about the camp's new addition, everyone in the group immediately begins taking turns petting Owly to show him that they at least care about him being there. With Owly sufficiently petted for the time being, the group eat a banquet of various breads before going to sleep, only to be greeted the next morning by the sight of Scratch bringing them a large bag of gold coins as thanks for finding him a new friend to play with.
Yeah.
With everyone now rested and both the camp animals now petted, the group set back out for the Underdark once more and are quick to run into some more barrels of Explodium that Natsu tries very hard to not be anywhere near, as Sarge has established himself as the group's resident demolitions expert. He has no qualms with loading his pockets with the things, while Inu runs around to loot some dead, non-calcium warrior skeletons of their books. Not long after this short bout of story time, Inu happens upon a Bardish Drow sword stuck within a nearby stone and is quick to use his well-read knowledge of stone lodge swords to free the sword from its resting place to claim it for his own. With Inu now crowned as the rightful king of Drow Britain and any lighthouses contained therein, the group continue further into Shroomland until El accidentally runs into a Last of Us clicker working under the employ of Sovereign from Mass Effect. You know, because that works so well for the last guy who tried that.
Yeah.
As Karlak doesn't understand what a charisma is, Elle instead resorts to trying to use her brain slug on the Mushroom Man, only to be met with the rather obvious realization that mushrooms don't have brains. With brain slug not being an option, Elle instead opts to play along with the whole Sovereign business and asks that the Spore Man take the group to its leader. A short jaunt into the heart of Shroomopolis later, and the group is met by the leader of the local Myconid cluster, Sovereign Mass Effect, who is quick to throw some spore-induced visions their way that show them a bunch of Dwengar chopping some Myconid younglings to pieces. Insert Star Wars joke here. Sovereign then explains that its people have already gotten rid of most of the prior mentioned Dwergar dickbags who killed the Sporelings, but requests the group's aid in flushing out the last of them so the Shroom folk can be at peace. It's at this point that Natsu has to repeatedly convince Inu that using his bard options to lie to the sentient mushrooms won't work because they would know literally everything the group has done in the Underdark so far, because that's how mushrooms work. With the group now pledging their services to reap vengeance in the name of the humble shroom folk, they nearly set out to do a dwarf murder before noticing a poisoned deep gnome named Thula writhing in pain next to Sovereign and decide to ask what gave her such a tummy ache. Seeing as Inu has God knows how many random antidotes in his pocket, he decides to toss one Thula's way to help her get back on her feet again, which doesn't quite go that far, but does at least stop the dying part. As Thula is still bedridden for the foreseeable future, she asks the group if they could do her a solid by going across the nearby lake to murder all the Dwergar that kidnapped her ironclad clanmates, which the group of course has no problems with since they were already planning to slaughter the same bunch of Dwergar anyways. While the thought of getting double rewarded for murdering the Dwergar they were likely to kill even without any reward is obviously not something that the group is willing to pass up, they still end up pressing Thula about why her clan was really down here after her initial answer was sketch as hell. Sensing there's no way out of this without telling the truth, Thula fesses up that she and her clan were down here looking for something to help them win a blood feud they were stuck in back at Baldur's Gate, trademark, which is obviously something the group can immediately get behind as they agree to help her out without hesitation, because who doesn't love a good blood feud?
Hell yeah.
Surprised at how enthusiastic the group became at the mention of helping crush one side of a blood feud, Thula decides to thank them by handing over a pair of ruby slippers for Natsu to wear so he'll have an easier time running away the next time he accidentally starts some shit by messing with things he shouldn't. With the fungi friends and Thula now out of words to share until the group fulfills their request, Natsu asks to take the wheel for some upcoming conversations so that he can do some brain slug related shenanigans.
What?
Yes.
What?
Oh, it cut out for me. Don't worry about it.
Oh. With his permission to FaceTime granted, Natsu immediately runs off the Society of Brilliance so he can talk to a man named Blurg about the brain slug that's still hiding in Natsu's remaining eyeball. Finding Natsu's story about mind flayer parasites to be something worth looking into, Blurg decides to King Kai dial an apparent expert on the matter named Omalum, and not an expert like a certain ice pick wielding lunatic would insist he be referred to as, to get a second opinion on the matter. With the brain slug situation the group is stuck with being enough to pique his interest, Omelette suddenly materializes out of nowhere from just off screen, as it's revealed that the reason he's an actual expert on mind flayer parasites is that he is actually a mind flayer himself. Since no one really feels that immediately throwing hands with Squidward solely because he's a mind flayer is a very kind thing to do, Natsu instead does the sensible thing of politely asking for any insight he can give on removing the brain slug that Natsu doesn't actually want removed in the first place. Unfortunately, though, as is the norm by now, once Squidward finishes physically prodding around Natsu's brain, psychically prodding around Natsu's brain even, he regretfully informs the group that there simply isn't any way for the brain slugs to be removed due to the weird magic they're infused with, and that any attempt to do so would only result in severe cranial trauma. You don't say. Since brain slug removal evidently isn't happening anytime soon, Natsu decides to tell Squidward about the weird Nautilus ship the group were on, much to Inu's annoyed agitation, causes Squidward to remark that he's never been on one of those before because of how long it's been since they were a commonplace thing in the Mind Flayer Empire. With there sadly not being much assistance he can give the group with their problems, Squidward begins to regretfully apologize to them before he's suddenly struck with an idea that may help them and asks them to go collect some mushrooms he'll need for a mind-influencing alchemical concoction that might get around the magic keeping the brain slugs in place. Or in simpler terms, he's basically trying to get everyone high as balls. Since the group obviously isn't going to not take the chance to down a bunch of hallucinogens if given the opportunity, they of course agree to hunt down the mushrooms for Squidward, but aren't really sure where to find the Tongue of Madness breed he asked for. Blurg, however, is quick to chime in to mention that if they aren't able to find any themselves while exploring the Underdark, they could always try asking a lady named Lenore if she has any she could spare, provided they can track her and her moving tower down, that is. With the new mission of Touch Fuzzy Get Dizzy now recorded in their adventure log, the group once again fan out across Shroomopolis to see if there's anything else for them to do before setting out. While scoping the place out, Inu ends up finding an annoyed dwarven merchant named Dareth complaining about her husband seemingly having bungled the errand she sent him on, as he hasn't returned from it. Feeling mildly concerned over the fact that the lady's husband may just be a corpse somewhere, Inu offers the group's assistance in finding him, only to get hit with a wave of confusion when Dareth kinda tells him that she doesn't care one way or another, and that any reward they may expect to get for finding him is entirely non-existent. Not really sure what to make of that conversation, Inu ends up wandering away and soon finds himself chatting with a rather rotund Myconid named Sovereign Glut. Get it? His name is Glut because he looks like a Demon Souls boss. Glut quickly explains he was a Myconid sovereign, but he no longer has a circle of his own due to his people having been killed by a bunch of Dwergar. The same Dwergar group was already heading to... the group was already heading out to kill, conveniently enough. Since he's heard through the metaphorical but pretty close to literal grapevine about the Dwergar genocide the group were tasked with by Sovereign Mass Effect, Glut asks if it would be alright for him to tag along for the revenge murdering, which the group sees no problem agreeing to since Glut looks like he can hold his own in a fight, on account of the being a Demon Souls boss thing. With their new mushroom pal now in tow, the group finally set out further into the Underdark in search of mushrooms to harvest and Dwargar to melt. A short while of aimless wandering around later, around the vast mushroom fields of the Underdark, and the group eventually find themselves suddenly failing a perception check that was evidently meant to tip them off to the nearby camp of Dwargar that was just ahead of them. Yunu was then subsequently spotted soon after this, but his attempts to not escalate this encounter to violence, or to not do that yet at any rate, end up being fruitless when, upon spotting Glut walking around with the group, the Dwargar immediately opened fire on everyone and instantly punched Sarge in the face for half his health. Having found the Dwargar punching his friend in the face to be exceptionally rude, Natsu then proceeds to calmly walk up to the closest one he can so he can force push him back 30 feet off a 4-story high cliff. This somehow doesn't end up killing the Dwargar in question, but it was really more about sending a message. Not long after this, Elle uses her turn to better position herself by running through a pool of fire, which leads Natsu to the startling realization that Karlak is just an annihilate when even the minuscule damage from the hot coals she ran through was still enough to give her more stacks of angry. Soon after the bulk of the reanimated corpses that were summoned by the Dwargar, feels like that was probably worth mentioning earlier, but oh well, scramble their way up the cliff face to attack Natsu in retaliation for his earlier force push while making sure to place Sarge directly between them so Natsu wouldn't be able to launch them as well. As Natsu isn't a team-killing bastard, he's legitimately troubled by the predicament he's been faced with until he's snapped out of it by Sarge's suddenly uttering, "Do it," which, with explicit permission now granted and his burden of potentially pulling a Karlak now lifted, Natsu immediately twists around with zero hesitation to blast a massive force wave in Sarge's direction, only for it to end up missing Sarge entirely while simultaneously causing the trio of reanimated corpses that used to be directly behind him go ragdolling clear through the whole cavern into the opposite wall nearly 50 feet away. Somehow, not having seen what happened as sufficient enough warning to fuck off before finding out, one of the Dwargar turns Sarge's eyes off with a blindness spell and proceeds to do the dumbest shit imaginable when he attempts to jump up next to him to take a swing at him, only to smack his face into a wooden beam and fall flat on his ass because he somehow was too much of a dumbass to read his own jump arc. Once they finish laughing their asses off, Elle and the blinded Sarge top down to go put that stupid moron out of his embarrassed misery, only for Sarge to end up getting accosted by a cat in the process. Yunu then force pushes someone off a ledge himself, which leads to Natsu complaining about how most tabletop games aren't topographical enough for force push to actually be usable in the way it's meant to be used. On the topic of topography, Elle then tries her best to position Karlak in such a way that she could perform a dual flying elbow drop on the remaining reanimated corpses, only to regrettably have to change course into simply becoming a flaming murder Beyblade instead, after no such angle presented itself. That embarrassed loser from before then turns himself invisible so people will finally stop pointing at him and laughing, which somehow causes Natsu's character to fail a sight check after running past them, despite the fact that they should supposedly be able to passively see invisible enemies within a certain range now. Natsu became very nettled over this interaction, but honestly, I don't think he was even expecting the cyborg guy he got from Volo to actually work as advertised to begin with.
Yeah.
Inu then wanders off mid-fight and ends up finding some Dwargar boats the group can appropriate later to get across the underground lake. Loot goblin! Loot goblin! Too bad you don't have a loot, so you could be a loot goblin playing a lute while you loot all the loot. I am playing a lute, Sarge. What? No, that's a mandolin, I think. Sarge, which of us has the degree in theoretical bardology here? Point taken. In one final act to regain his lost honor, that embarrassed moron from before takes this opportunity of Sarge being distracted by his lack of knowledge towards stringed instruments to cast blindness on him once again, before then shoving him off a nearby cliff out of spite, much to Elle's cackling amusement. Once Elle eventually manages to get her laughter under control, she quickly walks over to that embarrassed idiot from before to instantly cleave him in half so the group can finally be done with this encounter. With the Dwargar, or at least the ones on this side of the lake, now dead, the group are quick to begin sifting through the corpses for loot, before remembering that Glut likely has something to say now that they've helped him get revenge. As it turns out, Glut does in fact have some words to share as he thanks the group from the bottom of his mushroom-shaped heart, before harshly pivoting into making the, let's say, deeply unfortunate and not at all wise choice of saying that Shroomopolis can only support one sovereign. Not really being down with the idea of murdering Sovereign Mass Effect for no reason, the group asks why Glut even wants to kill them after they gave him shelter, only for Glut to respond with, "Because they deserve it, though." and to literally call the group Shroom Brains. With their patience now thoroughly pushed past its limits and their honor demanding that they not take such an unwarranted insult lying down, the group succinctly tell Glut that he can go fuck himself with his backstabbing schemes and ready up to punch the traitorous bastard right in his shroomy face. Glut then unsurprisingly pulls his hysteria by tripling his stats as soon as he decides to be an enemy instead of a party member. Yes, I'm still salty about that. Which also, unsurprisingly, doesn't do much to help him out, considering he would have been killed by random Dwergar jobbers literally 10 minutes ago now, if not for the group going out of their way to keep him alive. With the traitorous mushroom quickly roasted to death, and the game itself taking a moment to comment on how much of a dickbag he turned out to be, the group is ready to move on to other things until they realize that the game kinda got a bit drunk and didn't actually aggro one of the Myconid followers Glut made out of the fresh Dwergar corpses like it was meant to. Once that small issue is dealt with in the span of a single sword swing, the group head over to check out those boats Inu found earlier, only for Natsu to smack the use boat prompt out of their hands because he could sense there was still loot for them to get his mitts on this side of the lake first. The group then resumes wandering around aimlessly while trying their best to ignore Elle talking about all the awful shit they might run into in the Underdark, until she's soon interrupted by Natsu finding an old bug nest nearby that was built by giant centipedes that apparently eat corpses. How fun. As Natsu turns out to have actually been a fan of holding the title of Designated Bad Decision Maker, and also because his character happens to have a touch of brain damage from the last bad decision Natsu made, he immediately decides to shove one of his arms directly into a hole of the centipede nest because who even knows. Fortunately, though, his head trauma-induced awful choice ended up not going anywhere when the thankfully abandoned nest ended up being too complex for someone to fit an arm into in the first place. Sarge's character then decides to be an idiot for a while by falling victim to the game's bad attempts at movement pathing, which of course causes everyone, and by that I obviously mean just Inu, to start making fun of him for having chosen to go the way his character unilaterally elected to go. Sarge is fortunately saved from his continued torture soon after this when Inu runs into a deep gnome he found, thinking he was that guy they saved from getting launched into space by a windmill, only for him to turn out to be some random dude named Philro the Forgotten instead. Fido then immediately aggroes on the group, since I guess he's Maiad that no one can even remember his name, and calls along his two pet hook horrors to help him out, which I guess are kind of like Scyther if Scyther was a dinosaur instead of a giant bug. The two pet hook horrors quickly become one pet hook horror, however, as Natsu rather unceremoniously ends up force pushing one of them into an infinite chasm literal seconds into the fight, because how else did you expect him to respond at this point?
Yeah.
The game was then apparently so impressed by Natsu's habitual force pushing that it decided to reward him for his behavior by fully refreshing all of his available action slots for reasons that are truly incomprehensible to mortals like us.
I forgot about that.
He is still the chosen one.
With Philbo Baggins now dealt with thanks to said free actions, Natsu quickly skitters his way behind Sarge, the group's designated tank, which causes Sarge to jokingly say, "Ha! You mean the group's tank that everything can apparently hit regardless of might," before he's suddenly interrupted by Natsu reaching out of Sarge's computer monitor to slap him in the face because Natsu's pain was greater than his. With Sarge now reeling from the force of the slap he just took, Inu and Natsu decide that it's now bar to clock and start jamming out until being rudely interrupted by the remaining hook horror, which prompts one of their characters to say, "Thou art a sweaty tryhard." With the music-hating Scyther now dead, the group nearly begin to resume their wanderings before Natsu suddenly remembers that Inu's been carrying around an Earthen Historia for a while and asks him to crack the thing open to see what memories are inside. Somewhat confused but still willing to oblige nonetheless, Inu immediately proceeds to smash the crystal against his forehead, which causes him to see visions of a lava-coated figure, or forge, which is in all likelihood the same one those drow were searching for in the previous session before they ended up statued. A short bit of walking and a couple more easily dispatched hook horrors later, and the group happens to find the special tree bark they needed to finish making that big fancy weapon the game's been telling them about for who knows how long at this point. While taking the tree bark, however, Natsu notices that there also seems to be special flowers growing here that cancel out any magic within a short distance of them, which Elle immediately decides to pocket for herself because Karlach doesn't give two shits about any form of wizardry bullshit.
Yeah.
Though seeing as basically everyone else does to some degree, this may end up being an annoyance later.
We'll find out.
Some more walking later, and the group happens upon a deep hole in the ground surrounded by bones, which after a bit of prodding with fireballs is confirmed to in fact be a deep hole in the ground surrounded by bones. Not really sure what to make of that, the group wanders off even further into the Underdark until they end up running into the missing husband of the disgruntled dwarven merchant they spoke to earlier. While it's fortunate that they were able to find the husband, who's evidently named Balin Bonecloak, the unfortunate thing about it is that he just so happens to have fallen into the dead center of a room filled to near literal bursting with highly toxic Halo 1 carrier flood mushrooms. Since the mushrooms would both explode into poison mist and then also explode into fire right afterwards due to a nearby lit candle, Balin begs for the group to throw him a scroll of misty steps so he can get out of the situation he's found himself in. As the bag he was keeping his scroll in ended up falling too far away for him to safely grab, since the group happened to have a spare Misty Step scroll earlier during their prior Dwergar encounter, Inu decides to give Balin a hand by tossing it his way, only for Inu's puny bard arms to end up being so weak that he can't even manage to throw a simple paper airplane without rolling a crit fail. A quick reroll later, and this time Inu is actually able to successfully toss the scroll to Balin, which allows him to warp away from the mushroom hell he was trapped in as he profusely thanks the group for their help before running back off to Shroomopolis to make sure his wife is alright. With Balin no longer a liability for the group to worry over, Natsu begins to direct El through the steps of a lengthy Ocean's 11 heist sequence so he can successfully grab a noble stock from the back of the cavern without blowing everything up in the process. Once the noble stock and the contents of Balin's drop bag are eventually in hand, the group warps back over to the boats from before so they can finally cross over the lake. After a while of sailing, actually I'm not sure how these boats even move in the first place, across the lake, the group finds themselves running into a patrol boat manned by more Dwergar who angrily demand to know what happened to the man who owned the boat the group stole. That very dead, embarrassed moron from earlier. Natsu was initially hesitant about how to handle the situation, since he would have just been able to brain slug his way through it if he'd been in charge, but as Inu thankfully happened to have the brand of the Absolute, he's able to successfully bullshit his way into getting the Dwergar to allow them passage to the shore anyways. Another while spent sailing the Underdark later, and the group finally find themselves pulling up on the gates to the Dwergar's main camp, only to suddenly find the gates being opened by a welcoming party on the other side, who came to report a rock slide to the Dwergar who was escorting the group. Or rather, I should say, Inu pulled up on the Dwergar camp for whatever reason. Everyone else in the group was already there waiting for him alongside the Dwergar welcoming party when he got there. After mentioning something about someone's arm getting tired from beating so many gnome slaves to death to clear out the cave-in, gee, I wonder what gnome slaves they could be referring to. The lady in charge of the welcoming party, who's incidentally named Morgal, not that I think it'll ever matter, finally takes note of Inu, yet not the trio of glowing people that have been behind Morgal this entire conversation, and asks what the hell he's even doing here. Inu is then quick to play the true soul card again, still have no idea what that even means, which prompts Morgal to pull out a dagger and demand a small donation if Inu wants to get through, just to immediately back down with a, "Geez, it was just a prank, bro," as soon as Inu makes it clear he'd rip her head off if she was actually being serious. With Morgal now backing off since she actually rather likes her head being on her shoulders, the group take a quick peek at the map to look for any points of interest until Sarge eventually realizes he's been muted for who knows how long by now. Seeing that the adamantine forge they've heard so much about recently is actually located deeper into the Dwergar camp, everyone decides that it seems as good a goal as any to make their way towards. They aren't able to make towards their new goal for long, however, as they run into a Dwergar stonemason named Kith, geeking out over and attempting to learn more about the history of the ruins the Dwergar made their camp in. Fearing that he's not able to fully discern any new discoveries about the ruins because he spent too much time looking at them, Kith decides to ask the group if they wouldn't mind taking a look themselves, since he feels quite good. A fresh set of eyes could go a long way towards helping out. Not sure this particular group is the right one to ask if you need a fresh set of eyes, to be honest. Since Kith seems like a pretty chill guy, unlike the other Dwergars the group has run into thus far, Inu decides to help him out by using his bard education to recall an old story he heard about how the ruins may have been partially constructed by the gnome mage who originally created adamantium. Further citation needed. And also may have created an unstoppable super robot to guard it. Further citation needed. Absolutely thrilled to hear about the potential origins of the ruins from someone who in all likelihood has no idea what the hell he's talking about, Kit decides to hand over a plate of infernal alloy he found lying around as thanks, and leaves the group to their business as he gets back to his ruins research. What a swell guy. Once Inu finishes robbing a local cabbage merchant of his wares, the group climbs up to a nearby ledge a bit further into the ruins to loot a chest, only to be met with the sight of a giant chasm, likely spanning hundreds of feet in length, that reaches all the way down to the lava-lit walls of the forge below them. Quickly realizing that the lethal lava zone is the place they needed or wanted to get to, the group begin to carefully traverse their way down the chasm until Inu has a small stroke and utters the words, "Uh-oh. I think this trap might be chest, guys." Because what's asleep? Natsu then eventually makes his way over to de-chest the trap, only to end up utterly baffled after he ends up taking a shield from it called the Real Sparky Sparks Wall. That's a blue rarity red text Borderlands item if I've ever seen one. With the chasm unfortunately not being traversable beyond this point, the group are forced to head back to find another path to the forge through the ruins, which leads them to finding a bunch of dead skeletons, an important distinction to make, wearing gear marked with the symbol of Shadowheart's goddess Shar. Elle then begins to eat pistachios and ends up nearly getting into a fistfight with one of her cats who also wants to eat the pistachios. While Elle is busy fighting to defend her snacks, Inu wanders forward and ends up finding a Dwergar herdmaster named Skarjal, who for some reason is wearing the sword of the centaur. Before Inu can ask why exactly this random man has the centaur sword, Skarjal is quick to threaten Inu to help abuse a herd of deep roths into clearing a pile of rubble, lest Skarjal take his beating cane to Inu's head instead. Yeah, good luck with that. Seeing as Inu isn't one to work under empty threats, he logics Skarjal into being convinced to admit that they're attempting to clear a path to the adamantine forge that the group is looking for, which is enough incentive for Inu to actually offer his help. Seeing as only monsters abuse animals, Inu instead opts to just talk with the large goats instead to see why they're on strike, and is surprisingly met with the answer of, "The Dwergar are being a bunch of dicks, are literally working us to death, and we'd like to please just kill them now." While the goat's stance is understandable, Inu points out that if any of them actually tried that, then the Dwergar would just kill their entire herd in retaliation, which is enough to motivate the poor things into finishing their work on clearing the rubble. With the rubble now cleared, Skarjal admits he have preferred a bit more animal abuse be employed in Inu's methods of motivating the deep goats, but nonetheless still thanks him for a job well done before subsequently choosing to murder the group because they know about the forge and Centaur craved violence. This, of course, goes exactly as well for him as you'd expect, as once Elle actually stops fighting against her pistachios for long enough to pay attention, she has Karlak swiftly remove the head from Klarjal's shoulders so she can get back to her pistachios once more. With the animal abusing Dwergar now dead, the Underdark goats then thank the group for helping them out, as the group then make their way into the freshly clean path to the forge. Not far down the pathway, Inu comes across an orb of dark vision, which sounds far more impressive than it actually is, and begins to walk away from it in disappointment when suddenly hearing a large explosion and a slightly annoyed "ow" after Elle nearly blew herself up with a landmine. With it now being abundantly clear that this place is loaded with death traps to dissuade would-be looters, the group decide to proceed with caution from there on, so Natsu can disarm them, only for them to end up getting set on fire anyways. Now taking things even slower because of how finicky these particular death traps have shown themselves to be, the group successfully managed to make it to the end of the trap bridge they were crossing, only to be met with a truly annoying fire trap that for some reason also knocks anyone it hits flat on their ass. This ends up being a rather unfortunate combination of effects, as it soon becomes readily apparent that the devs may not have thought this setup through entirely when the fire trap ends up essentially stun-locking Natsu by knocking him down for just long enough that every time his character's knockdown animation was finished, he just gets floored again once the timer on the fire jet ran out.
Yeah.
This unfortunate set of circumstances then leads to the others all scrambling to get Natsu picked up before his character actually dies for real, without them also getting put into the same situation as well. Unfortunately for Natsu, however, the perilous position he's found himself in is then further complicated by the anti-magic flower Karlak's been carrying, finally coming back to bite everyone by essentially forcing them to rely on the somewhat finicky potion throwing mechanics to get Natsu back up instead of any form of spells. With more than a bit of luck, Natsu thankfully picked up and removed from the path of the death trap before he was properly reduced to a charged skeleton, which allows them to finally turn the fucking thing off so they can make off with the disappointingly subpar loot it was hiding for their troubles. With the annoying as shit fire trap having been a bust, the group head back down the bridge they were on until Inu happens to find an off-ramp ladder that leads him to a set of controls for one of those window washing platforms. After messing with the platform controls for a bit to get a hold on them, Inu then begins to use them to ferry people across a large gap so they can hopefully make their way to the forge. With the group now ferried across into two separate teams, Inu and Natsu begin to make their way forward on their path until they're forced to stop their advance upon noticing a small bunch of Dwergar clearing out the rubble below the raised catwalk. As the Dwergar slate cones seemingly extend all the way to the catwalks above them, the group is forced to search the area for a safe way across, which leads to them discovering several equipment molds that could prove useful later. Fortunately, they aren't stuck searching for a way across for very long, as it turns out that the path that Sergeant L had got sent on actually contained the controls for a platform just off the side of Inu and Natsu's path, which allows the latter team to safely make it over the party of Dwergars without being spotted. With Inu and Natsu now finding themselves just outside of the forge, the game thankfully doesn't end up leaving Elle and Sarge to find their own way there as well, when it quickly opens up a new travel waypoint to enable them to warp directly to the forge. With the group now united once again, they do what they all do best and immediately split up to search the area for any valuables to steal, with special attention being placed on locating any additional equipment molds. Sorry. Natsu then begins to explain that he doesn't know whether they'll actually be able to use the forge yet or not, which everyone kind of half pays attention to during their respective lootings, as one does. Natsu's expository NPC-esque dialogue is then suddenly cut short once Inu takes sight of a scale mail mold conspicuously sitting out in the open, which he immediately beelines towards with a paraphrased utterance of, "Oh look, a heroic chest!" As you'd expect, the incredibly conspicuous equipment mold was obviously a trap, as upon Inu's approach, his loot goblining is suddenly cut short by a quartet of animated suits of armor dropping down from the ceiling to pelt him in the face with fire arrows. Once the others arrive to help out, Natsu subsequently ends up putting himself and Inu at an impasse when he decides to approach two of the armor suits from the opposite side of Inu to force push them, which leads to a situation where neither of them can use force push without launching the other. Huh. Well, this is awkward. I can't force push them down to the others without hitting Inu. Yes, and I can't force push them into the lava without killing you. Yeah, but you won't be able to force push them off the ledge anyway with the angle you're at. Bad. With a slightly grumbly Natsu stepping out of the way so Inu can have his turn on the force push machine, Inu immediately force pushes both of the armors to their incredibly lava-y death just to prove that he in fact could. With half the robots out of the way, Elle sprints over to finish another one of them, which causes Sarge to ask why the thing isn't falling over dead as soon as it was affected by Karlak's anti-magic field, to which everyone else can only just shrug in response. With the robots dismantled with surprising ease, the group once again fan out to look for more lootables, which leads Sarge to finding a vein of mithril ore to make off with after hitting it with a sufficiently large hammer. Soon after this, Elle spots a bunch of fire elementals on a lower ledge, and attempts to inform the others about it before, apropos of nothing, Karlak has a verified Goku moment and thinks to herself, that lava down there looks pretty strong. I'm gonna go fight it. And immediately flings herself off the ledge to be instantly melted in the lava below like a fucking dumbass. Much to Elle's immense horror. Everyone then begins to burst into uncontrollable laughter over Karlak's ludicrous display of pure dumbassery until Natsu suddenly stops dead in his tracks upon realizing that with Karlak having even killed herself now, that means that he is the only one left to go on Team Kill Team Kill hit list. With time now having been rewound, so Karlak would cease being a melted pile of goo, the group resumes searching for the other vein of mithril ore that Natsu mentioned should be nearby until Inu eventually finds it a bit further into the forge. Inu then hops over a small lava flow to get over to the mithril vein without issue. However, once Sarge makes his approach so that he can actually mine the ore from it, his presence ends up summoning a murder of magma mephits to attack him. You know, magma mephits. They're like those things from the swamp that fucking explode on death, but spicier.
Yeah.
The 6 to 8 magma mephits then swarm Sarge in unison and subsequently cut off his ability to defend himself after they superheat his mace to the point where he's forced to drop it. With Sarge now entirely unarmed and the giant flock of magma mephits unsurprisingly being immune to fire damage because that's historically always been such a big hit, the job of thinning him out falls to Natsu, whose only real means to do so is an AoE ice spell that stands a large risk of killing Sarge himself in the crossfire, which typically isn't something you want to be caught in. With Sarge stating that he's almost assuredly going to get torn to pieces by the Mephits regardless, he decides to give Natsu the go-ahead so that the others at least won't end up having to deal with nearly as many, since they could just revive him afterwards anyway, which is certainly a theory. Now being given permission to ice Sarge in the name of thinning out the Mephits, Natsu throws out his ice runes, which end up knocking Sarge onto his ass like predicted, but does at least manage to take out half the Mephits in the process, which would have been a pretty good trade, all things considered, if it hadn't been for the fact that everyone in the group kind of just forgot about the fact that Mephits fucking explode on death after it was brought up a couple minutes ago, which leads to the currently unconscious Sarge getting so thoroughly fucking atomized in the ensuing chain reaction of Mephit explosions that there literally wasn't even a body left for the group to revive in the first place once the smoke finally cleared.
Or a weapon to recover.
And with both Sarge and apparently his mace as well for that matter having been reduced to such a fine dust in the wind that even Thanos would have been impressed, Inu decides that everything about the way this fight was playing out was just so fucked that it'd be better for him to just pull a Prince of Persia at this point by saying, no, that's not how it went. So the group can just deal with it next time.
I love these recaps, Bio.
Yep, they're so good.
That's not what happened. And then Kylina died. Wait, no, that's not right. And then I died. No, wait, that's not right either. And then Farah got killed in a fucking elevator. That goddamn elevator section.
Mm-hmm. Elle, did you redo your sword shenanigans?
Oh no. 1 second.
There was a part that I was going to interject in the recap earlier, and now I can't remember what it was related to.
Mass Effect.
No.
What the fuck was that I put on? Why can't I?
I mean, I could take another half hour rereading through the whole thing if that helps.
No, that's fine. It was something that came up that I was gonna be like, actually, because I have information to the contrary now.
Can somebody temporarily take this flower?
Yeah, you can send it to me.
Let me guess. The helmet isn't working.
Yeah. Okay, now I am Space Elf. I can equip sword.
Oh man, that flower.
This is becoming more and more of a problem.
Nah, it's fine like 95% of the time.
Okay, you can send them back.
Sending back.
Sorry, fast travel has been disabled due to the Susser bloom.
Well, you can bet that would have happened with the goddamn pyramids.
Yeah.
Wait,
We're
Yep.
like, oh, I'm sorry, you wanted the pyramid? Too fucking bad. Okay, so what do we do about these Mephits?
Explodify them.
I mean, since sneaking caused them not to show up for you, could see if sneaking works again?
The
But XP.
problem is, as soon as you try to mine the mithril vein,
You're gonna
gonna
come out a
jump
sneak.
'em.
Yeah.
So, as a
Karlak?
question,
Are you trying to kill yourself again?
What? No.
as a
You
question,
just took 2 damage from falling.
I jumped. I don't
Is
know
it-
why I took damage from jumping.
is it worth it for me to sneak my way all the way over, trigger the mining and the methods, which I believe is a control left click for the ping?
It's
Alt
all
right
right
click.
click.
Alt right click. Since they all showed up roughly around here, if I start the mining, they show up, and you guys are still in sneak.
Then
Would
we
it
can
be-
attack from out of stealth.
Right.
Yeah.
And maybe I'm still far enough outside of effects that the explosions won't hit me?
Maybe.
Maybe. It should be noted, I can't actually do anything to these Mephits because
Uh-oh.
basically all of the damage that I have on hand is either point blank range or based in fire.
Well, Natsu should still have his
So-
ice thing, correct?
I sure do.
Although,
Is there any better thoughts as opposed to me going over, likely triggering it, and then Natsu, ice nuking?
I can just put lightning bolt on bar.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like you have a shit ton of interswappable spells.
I don't. Weirdly, I don't have any cold damage.
I mean, it just needs to be.
I mean, I have
fire.
ice knife, but
Yeah.
that's not
Yeah, as
gonna
long as
do
it's not
AOE.
Fire, that's
Yeah. As long as it's not fire. What
Yeah.
about that? Isn't Sleet Storm?
Sleet storm doesn't do damage. It
Doesn't?
no, it puts
Oh.
out fire and makes an ice surface, but it doesn't
Yeah, it just
actually
drops
cause
concentration.
any damage.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was I looked at that too. I was like, oh, maybe I can just sleet. Nope, I cannot just sleet storm. That's not a thing. I can, however, lightning bolt.
Yeah.
So,
Lightning bolt. Lightning bolt. Lightning bolt.
but yeah, the only actual cold damage I have is ice knife and ray of frost. But
Okay, so now we just gotta have you respec.
Oops.
You're gonna dive into sorcerer early,
oh
and you're gonna
man,
pick up the meta magic feat that lets you change elements on spells, so you can throw an ice ball instead of a fireball.
oh man, you can tell I've been playing too much Fallout because I had the menu open and I tried to press tab to close the menu.
All right, before I start moving into the area, we going with that as the plan?
Sure.
Sure.
Why not?
Okay. I wanted to make sure before doing a stupid.
All I know is Karlach standing where I want to stand, and I don't want to be next to Karlach because of anti-magic. So I will wait until
Well, fair
Karlach
places.
is. Yeah, but I was gonna say I'll wait for you to do your jump in because I assume you're gonna jump into the fight from there. But
Yeah. I can probably do it from here. I just might take damage. Trying to remember where some of them showed up.
I also.
I'm also gonna stand far enough back that I'm not like caught in their sight.
All right,
cone
yep,
as soon
there's
as
the
I-
methods.
Okay, so this is not sight cone up here.
All right.
Oh,
Nope.
I got pulled into combat apparently.
They
And
saw
so-
you were right in their sight cone when they popped in.
That is.
And I'm
Okay.
still waiting on them to finish their shit. All right. So it is still their turn.
Shit.
Yes.
Yeah, you're gonna miss a whole round of combat on account of like
Yeah.
the fact that
I got pulled into combat because one of the methods flew over to Inu, which put me in their sight cone.
Ah.
Which means I also had to go through a surprise round because I was actually in combat.
Right.
Don't-
Health
don't do
views
it.
Won't matter.
Nope. Oh, there's the weapon drop.
at least it's probably still on the ground this time.
It'll
I
provoke
see
an
it.
act of attack. Yeah. I can't speak. I would
Ew.
provoke attack of opportunity, but I can grab it.
Sure. I mean, your AC is high. Yeah.
Okay.
Did I not?
Nope.
No, it's still on the ground.
There you go.
Okay. So at least I have it. And just to make sure I see it in my inventory.
I mean, I saw you pick it up.
Yeah, same.
All right. Bonus action Misty Step my butt over here.
Lightning bolt. Lightning
Yeah, Sarge,
Give
I
me
am
a second.
I am
I
very
can run
sorry.
toward you.
Wait,
Wait,
no.
wait. It'll
yeah, no, run towards the vein.
Vein?
Yes.
This is about as close as I can
The
get. Is that
mithril
good enough?
vein.
Yeah, that's fine. You're now
Okay.
out of the path.
bolt.
You might get slightly exploded. Sorry about that, but
I figured on that, but that is much better in terms of an outcome than last time. Alright.
Yay, more magma methods.
Can I equip this? Yes, I can equip that while I was in there. Perfect. Since I'm already on fire anyway, I might as well just put myself over here. Can I do anything else right now? Wait a minute. Shield of Faith.
Thunderbolt always was one of my favorite grenade types. Dude,
you know.
the Stormfront is still my second favorite grenade in Borderlands, right after the electric chair that they added later, which was just the Stormfront but better. Yes.
Mhm.
Question for you. Even
Uh-huh.
though Sanctuary only lasts until you run an attack, it would keep the methods from targeting you, I believe?
I no, it's not. of concern at this point.
I figured I'd ask. Alright. In the meantime, I'm gonna... I might as well skip healing word because it's not gonna do enough to matter. I'll just move a little further up and then turn.
Cutting words probably makes sense. Nope, it didn't. I must have rolled a 1.
Must have.
Because fuck you, that's why!
I mean, you did have like a 16% chance to do that, so. Or 12 and a half? 12 and a half, right?
Oh, I can't move. It's perfectly blocking the path. Even if I wanted to just soak the opportunity attack, I can't move around them. I have to jump.
Should I leave you with the one in front of you, Natsu?
You can, yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna go for...
Stop pushing my monitor.
No.
I'm
I
gonna go for
like-
this one.
I like pushing your... I'm not gonna lie, I was slightly concerned that you were gonna fling yourself into the lava and instantly
Yep.
kill yourself again.
Yep, I was wondering too.
No!
That did not sound very convincing, dear.
Oh, you meant the spell grenade that was literally just chain lightning that ripped through an entire crowd.
I'd be standing in
Oh
the
yeah,
lava.
that one. The spell grenades. I kind of forgot about the spell grenades.
I can't, okay, I can't get around that way? Oh no.
Also,
Did you
wasn't
trap
Should've gone for-
yourself?
wasn't it
Should've
literally
gone for the
called
other one.
lightning bolt? I think it was just lightning bolt.
Yeah, it was lightning bolt. Yeah.
Trying to... Oh...
Hmm.
But no, the fucking Stormfront on steroids is definitely my favorite grenade. And so
I want to kill that one, but I kind... Oh, can I skirt the... I think I can skirt the lava? We'll find out.
well, you didn't quite skirt the
Oh,
lava, but you're
I
not
didn't quite
dead.
skirt it,
So,
but I'm not dead, yeah.
and you got more wrath stack. So, and you're about to get more wrath stack.
Cool.
Oh no, that didn't trigger another wrath stack.
Hmm.
That's weird.
Damn.
And
If only I
then-
can get one more attack in.
And then there were 2 methods left for now.
I cannot safely move out of here, so.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, did you call it a pox-faced balloon?
Loon, but
Oh.
yeah.
Alright, Sarge. Do whatever you can do to that method.
Kaboom!
Sarge, if you move away from it, I can kill it.
Hey, no, no!
Okay, that looks good.
My goodness, that works so... Ow.
Yes, there's still magma on the floor.
Oh, I lost my momentum. Oh well.
What the...
What? Whee!
Oh, these dudes have bloodstones on them.
Yeah.
I'm exhausted.
What?
Find someone else.
You're exhausted.
Why am I exhausted?
I don't
'Cause
know,
you're
but you're
exhausted.
exhausted.
I'm exhausted.
Oh, there's a fuck ton of scrolls.
Hey, Sarge, you got your weapon back, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
He did.
I'll take that.
I got things for you.
Hey, somebody pick up that mithril ore off the ground, by the
On
way.
it. On it.
I was like, where is the mithril ore?
It's on
I'm
the-
like,
Uh,
I was just blind, don't worry.
It's on the ground, Sarge.
you knew I sent you a book and some scrolls.
I see that.
Uh-oh,
Let's make
camera!
sure.
No! Get out of this. Thank you.
Does somebody have the other mithril ore? Because I
Yes.
don't. Okay. Because as I say, I don't have any in my inventory, and I just want to make sure.
Loot goblin.
Blue Goblin! You get caught up in the...
Where's my damn bag of holding?
Don't you have one already?
No.
Don't we have handy haversacks?
Nope.
Somebody has Sandy Haversacks, right?
Nope. Nope.
Huh?
Could have sworn we all had gotten.
No.
Are we thinking of a
Was-
different game?
Was that
Yeah.
Celesta?
I mean,
That
yes,
was
in
Celeste.
Celeste, in Celeste, all of us had at least handy haversacks, if not a bag of holding. But in this game, we have found neither.
Ah, shit.
Correct.
Shit's blurring together. Oh, this is the forge.
Just like I wish we had that Tome of Legend from Celeste in here, because that would be amazing.
Okay, well. I'm gonna.
This must be a forge.
Sarge, that's an item for your next homebrew campaign.
What?
The Tome of Legend
The tome.
from
that just-
Celeste.
yeah, the tome that just sets everybody's stats to 20.
I can't. Oh, I have to jump.
So, what makes you think we can't actually use this thing at the moment, not to?
I mean, we might be able to now. It's just,
Did we know what mold we wanted to use?
So I will recommend, especially with two of you being able to use it, either 2 copies of the heavy armor, or at least 1 heavy armor and 1 of the shield. Did we pick up the shield? Someone have the shield mold?
I have longsword.
I
That
have
medium.
Gemata and Splint.
And I've got scale mail medium.
Shit. So, I don't remember where it's at, but the shield is actually on a skeleton body that doesn't even show up when you're holding the alt button, so you have to go manually find it.
Also, we don't seem
Lovely.
to have the heavy armor.
Yes, we do. It's the splint.
Oh, the Splint armor is the heavy
Yeah.
armor.
Yes.
Okay. So I have that mold.
The weapons will be outclassed pretty, well, not pretty quickly, but like decently quickly, whereas like the armor will stay useful for a while.
Yeah, I would argue the armor is probably the best, because the shield is just going to be +2 AC plus whatever, like, fancy shit it's got on it. Because, like, shields don't really go above +2 AC. It's not terribly commonly.
The shield gives +2 AC, and has when a melee attack misses you, the attacker is sent reeling for 2 turns. I don't remember what reeling does. And then it also gives you access to Shield Bash. When a foe hits you with a melee attack, you can use your reaction to knock it prone unless they succeed on a dex saving throw. And it also has, just as a static ability, attackers can't land critical hits on the wearer.
I still kind of think going double armor on it is probably the better play.
Yeah, sure.
Can 2 people use heavy armor in the group?
Yeah, both
Yeah.
Sarge and I do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Clerics, baby.
So, we
However-
need to... Yes, however.
I do know there's like some stuff that we can do over in this area that I jumped to, and we're definitely going to want a long rest before we activate like doing stuff around the forge.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, I'm not letting us step into this area without doing a long rest.
Good to know. Well, let's go see what's on the other side of this gap then, shall we?
If everyone else minds their business.
Should I give you the mold or should we wait?
We can wait.
Lava's erupting. Better watch your step.
Yeah, because there's a lava elemental over there.
Is this where I yeeted myself?
Yeah. Also, pathing in here is real fucking janky, so be careful because it's gonna try and like path you into lava all the time over here.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is where I yeeted myself.
No, I'm
Oh, this
clicking
is
on
where the
ledge up here.
this is where the lava elementals were, huh?
Yeah, where I accidentally yeeted myself.
Can I jump? Maybe if I put on.
Best be on my way.
Where are the boots? Those boots give an extra jumping. The staff gets extra jumping distance. Alright, what's my jumping now? Think I clear the fire?
Are you jumping it now, Mr. Krabs?
B. Skeleton? Yes, I would like to lockpick this. DC 20. God damn.
God damn, indeed.
I mean, I have 27, so that's fine. Okay.
Oh, that's what
This. I'm going to give this amulet to Inu for reasons that you'll see in a second.
The amulet is heavy, but holds a subtle warmth, like it was left under the
He
sun.
doesn't appear to be
Suddenly
hostile,
the metal
thank God.
surges with heat. You feel great power
Inu is in a
and
cutscene right now.
overwhelming urge to laugh.
Can thou endure?
Oh God.
Oh, I don't have a bard option. Well, I do
Ooh.
have a cleric option. Or a wizard option.
Is your wisdom or intelligence higher?
The intelligence.
Yeah. I also get advantage for being a wizard.
Yeah.
And I've given you guidance.
Yay, guidance.
Also only DC 10, so...
Get fucked, Scrub Lord.
The urge flows into the strands of the weave, leaving only a sense of calm.
Thou hast done well. For what is a laugh if not one step toward
File, that's a fair point.
Alright, Shea
Yeah.
Gorath, calm down.
Thou art the wonder. Return me, take me home, and thou shalt glow with blessings. To thy granddaughter, Shira Clawen, serves Ilmata Shida. She waits in Worm's Crossing. Take me there, and thou shalt bathe in her golden gifts. Oh, thou shalt be blessed indeed.
Insert
Okay,
golden
then.
shower joke here. There is also a scroll wheel here in case you weren't seeing it, because there's
Yes.
more options down below.
There is.
I cannot assist on that. Huh.
No,
Oh,
it's-
you already gave me guidance. It's already in effect.
yeah.
Ah,
Beneath the rampant joy, you sense the monk's fear and sincerity. He doesn't wish to harm you, but that doesn't mean he won't.
Haha, hee hee. What?
ooh.
Blech.
What?
It's okay, that's what
Crit
inspiration is
fail.
for.
Sure is.
Yeah.
There we go.
Max roll on guidance, too.
Hell yeah.
Etched on its face is an image of the dawning sun.
I didn't need insight to tell that. It's fucking obvious.
Yes, but now there's a new option.
No.
Jesus.
That's it. No,
Alright, well, you
it's
still
fine.
got
I'm
it.
good at religion. Everything's cool, you guys.
You recognize the symbol. It belongs to those sworn to Lathander, god of dawn and renewal. Whatever madness this spirit suffers was inflicted by Lathander's enemies, followers of Shah. And this madness may flow into you.
shall walk with thee. I shall grant you my power.
Hmm.
Yeah, so you can still ask 1 and 2.
A ghost? I am sunlight on water, dew on grass. Sharons broke my body, but my spirit they could not. Well, not completely. Thou shalt return me home. It is written.
Also, I already said I would. I'm already wearing an amulet, I think. Yeah.
I feel a chuckle coming on, but
Yeah.
it soon fades.
Even though you want to be the queen of bad decisions, it is not in your best interest to equip that talisman.
Well, my problem was because I absolutely would have done it, except for I couldn't see what my current amulet was, and I had a feeling that it was the one that was giving me advantage on death saves.
Yeah.
It does give you access to Shatter and the ability to talk to the amulet. Oh, and it lets me restore key points.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a monk.
I have those. Hee hee!
Hee hee!
Ha 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 ha.
Wait, that's not my scroll bag. Where the hell's the bag with my scrolls? Must be that one. Go into the scroll bag, scrolls. I guess I might as well read this book while I'm here. The binding of this book is thicker than its combined pages, and are surprisingly devoid of details. We note a little of the ones that came before, but we know they worship the Lady of... Have we not read this before? Did we read this before?
I don't remember.
We know little of the ones that came before, but we know they worship the Lady of Loss. We know that they constructed the great fortress and named the next few words are smeared and illegible. But from whence they came and why they departed, this is a mystery even to Ketheric Thorm himself. What we do know is that Char's Chosen has heard her call. Just as Grimford served our mistress 800 years nigh, so it would again. Here, Thorm's dark justicars shall rise. Here we fulfill our goddess's pact. Here we rebuild the lost city of Grimforge. So far will our shadows spread, and so dark will they be that Saloon's light may be forever extinguished.
Yeah.
There's also the Sharan's Registry, which I think I just got as well. Registry of followers recruited by her loyal paladin, Ketheric Thorm. Pages upon pages of names for the book. Some are only nicknames, others consist of multiple noble titles. All of them are scratched out and annotated with no longer. No more.
Sorry, scared the crap out of me.
He does do that on occasion.
I went to the bathroom, I turned around, and he's just right there in front of me.
Hello, Clarice.
Informed me that he had to go to the bathroom.
So we're gonna fight this lava elemental?
Give me one moment.
That's a really good question, which I don't have a really good answer to yet, because I don't know if I can even get over. I can.
I would suggest moving quickly because that one's about to erupt and put that area in
I'm
lava.
trying to move quickly. I was, however, out of the...
Alright. So in order to kill this thing, we either need to nuke it down super quick or get it out of the lava. Because its magmatic regeneration allows it to regain anywhere from 20 to 120 hit points when starting a turn in lava.
Oh, gross. Oh, time to save first.
Also, I need to get a heat pad in place. I'm in a lot of pain and discomfort right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wasn't there 2 lava elementals? Where's the other one?
It's just one. It's just the one lava elemental.
Okay. So, let me make my way over there. skeleton.
Skeleton.
And there's nothing else. Really? Oh, doesn't look like it. $95 health? That's not too bad.
No. I still have both of my level 3 spell slots left.
Okily dokily.
Sarge back.
Sarge, you back yet? He said, no. Must be painful.
Alright, you have an anti-magic field.
Yeah, don't stand by me. If you want to use magic.
Yeah!
Is
So-
the combat started?
Yes.
Yes.
And I've done half its health. More than half its health.
All right, it's down to 11. Hit it with a level 3 ice knife.
I somehow had an action again.
Way!
Hey! Look at me, Sarge.
Yeah, take that, Sarge.
Mind the lava.
Just a bunch of stones?
Yeah.
Boo.
Boo.
Still, that was like
Blue.
200 experience, so.
Boo.
I mean, the experience, yeah, was fine.
yeah, I mean, we're
There's
like
There's a
700
skeleton.
experience away from level.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! No! 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 No!
Yeah,
No! 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 No!
Be
No!
very
No! No!
careful with your pathing down here.
No! No! God damn it! I was trying to ping. How do you ping?
Alt right click still.
Right down here, and there's a skeleton.
Yeah.
Shit. Natu, can I have
Yes.
some health potions, please?
I mean,
Split.
Here's a real question. Is there anything else to do down here before we hit the forge? Because if not, we're just gonna
Probably not.
take a long
So
rest.
Yeah, probably long rest and get back to camp, but it's still good to give her potions to have
Yeah.
for the
Good to give me
future.
some.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, you probably don't want to chug them at the moment.
I want to be one with the fire, Bio.
Here we go. The Maragon Halberd.
Gesundheit?
What do you do? +1 weapon enchantment, and it has cleave as one of its weapon attacks. Oh, and it has extra reach because it's a halberd. Here you go, Karlak. You can enjoy that.
Oh, interesting.
And a skeleton that surprisingly has a bone on it and nothing else.
Oh yes, very surprising that.
But the sword is still so much better.
I mean, that sword is insane, so...
What? You didn't show me going into lava there, you fucking piece of shit. Like, you
Well, you
literally showed me
fucking-
being at the edge. I'm gonna die. Like,
No, where are
I'm-
you?
I'm on the ground back here doing death saving throws.
Need to find a way forward.
Oh, let me get away from you. We knew.
Well, I don't have any spells left, so I'm just gonna be tossing a health pot.
Seems like the best way.
I'm probably still gonna be in lava though.
We'll move out of it.
I'm clicking right now to see if I can. Hey, look at that.
Ooh.
Alright,
spooky.
game. Don't fucking do that shit.
It was probably like 1 pixel red.
You gotta be real careful with your pathing in here, not to.
Yeah, the thing is, the pathing
It's
said
a
I was still
bad
gonna be on
influence.
land.
No!
Karlak is a bad influence.
Karlak is a bad influence.
Alright, now where's that other skeleton?
My wife has always been a bad. I mean, Karlak's always been a bad influence. Ugh.
I'll right click down there.
Okay, so I think I have to go over this way for it. So I jump. Then I jump,
Mm-hmm.
and then I jump.
Is it worth it for me to try and make my way
Nope.
over?
No.
Nope.
Nope.
Oh, here's the key for that chest that I already lockpicked.
Wait.
Because D20 lockpick checks don't mean anything to me. I don't give a fuck. Okay. Yeah, we're probably good to go back to camp and do a long rest, and then instead of trying to jump my way back, I'm just gonna return to the Ancient Forge waypoint and run my way back down. It's fuck that.
Think. Wait, what?
Our most recent waypoint.
Just walk over there.
Now to put on my non-jumping gear.
What the? Uh-oh.
What?
Remember that thing we had that one time where, like, it said that where it wouldn't let me, like, jump, and then it wouldn't let me move ever for a while?
Hit escape.
Yeah, but it still doesn't actually let me jump. That's the problem. And the last time we found this, I literally had to save, and we had to reload the game because otherwise, like, it just didn't track my movement ever.
Can you fast travel and see if it fixes the issue?
It didn't the last time.
Okay, I wasn't sure
I
if we had
recall,
tried
yeah,
that.
it didn't fix it last time.
So I have to reload us.
Okay.
Okay.
No, I used to do the things again.
Well, I think you would have had to after the long rest anyway, so...
Yeah?
I don't remember. I know after loading, yes. After long rest, I don't remember.
Sarge, your crackers are in here, don't forget.
Kinky?
Huh? They're just saltines.
Is that what they're calling it these days?
It is
Salty
now.
crackers for a salty man.
Whee!
Okay, there we go. Oh wait, see, I shouldn't have been. I should have still been up there. So like it tracked the jump, but it didn't actually count.
Hey.
Sarge, come
Oh.
on.
Now Sarge is taking falling damage.
From jumping.
You weren't careful enough jumping
Yeah.
off the thing.
Move to the edge and then jump to the closest point / the highest point.
It'll also tell you if you're gonna take fall damage before you jump, so you can just
Also, yes.
not do
I'm
that
gonna just
thing.
jump to my death now.
Now.
Give me back them flowers, please.
Oh, I didn't realize I had them. You're still in your shapeshifted form.
Hang on. Now give them back, please.
Okay. All right, now to camp away.
To camp away. Okay, it doesn't look like anybody has any talky words to say to us.
No talky words. What oh?
I'm gonna go ahead and just mass select all of these books and add them to wares. And then send them all to you, Natsu.
Yeah.
Fair point. Time to send wares.
Kajita's wares if you have coin.
Kajita's wares because they are sent to me, rightfully so. I double check to see if Shadowheart does anything, even though there's no exclamation point.
That drow near is going to be on his last gasp unless someone digs him out. Though not necessarily our concern, of course.
Ah, but if we dig him out, I can get the brain slug out of his body. Oh, right. I forgot that this was an option. Wait, how the fuck did we have the no... Did we not go back to the merchant lady with the
No,
noble stuff
we did
yet?
not.
Oh. I mean, we're not playing with Shadowheart. I'm not necessarily worried about using option 1. So, no new options.
Vampy boy.
So,
Are we saving this Nier from suffocating or leaving him to die? I'm fine with either, naturally. The last thing I want to do is ruin these nails digging through rock.
Gogeta's wares if you have coin, Bio. True story.
Gods, really? Oh, saving a drow I can understand, but saving gnomes? Oh. But if you insist on being a hero...
Being a hero.
Just don't
Being
expect me
a
to
hero.
Is he A-posing, or is that just my imagination?
He does
He's
have his
standing
arms-
awkwardly.
I was gonna say, he does have his arms rather widely out to the side.
Yeah,
At least in the cutscene. Now he's reading a
I
book.
definitely heard that as Gogeta's wares.
Gogeta's
Yes.
wares if you have coin. Alright, sleepy times.
Any new option? No, I do not see exclamation points
Nope.
anywhere.
Alright, sleepy time.
Sleepy times, sleepy times, sleepy, sleepy, sleeping times.
Use the owlbear egg.
No! No!
Yep.
No!
No,
I want an omelet, damn it!
No!
get your own. Trying to make it nothing but fish.
Incorrect. I am succeeding in making it nothing but fish.
A rather sufficient meal.
Sufficient.
Yes.
It's a fish.
I was going for suspicious, but saying fish in the middle, so sufficient.
So, finishes meal?
What scene is this?
The fuck? Creepy rat man.
Sure, let's go find out what this is. I haven't seen this one before.
Also, I heard what sounded like a dog whine, so...
It's just,
Oh, you two.
it's just Scratch and Owly making friends.
Ollie's having a nightmare and Scratch is concerned.
Aww.
Call to them?
Call
Yeah.
to John. Call to John now.
Pork.
Who we having a nightmare, buddy? Oh, it's only a 5. Okay.
Scratch's tail wags furiously.
Yeah!
They've become firm friends.
Hell yeah!
Sure, Owly's nightmare couldn't possibly have anything to do with the
Nothing.
time he saw a bunch of
Both animals
psychos
look
murder his
fine.
mom in front of him.
Watching you
Yeah, definitely not.
expectantly.
To be fair, his mom attacked us.
Oh,
was-
that's a good scritch.
That wasn't our fault.
Oh, that's a good scritch. Give me the option for the album. Yeah!
Pet Scritch and the owlbear
Two
come at the
hands
same
for a
time.
reason.
The greatest joy. The fact that it even gave you the opportunity to pet Scratch and then not pet Owly is just fucking cruel.
Yeah. What kind of fucking monster does this game think I am?
Oh, they're down there.
All I can think is, heaven help anyone that attempts to harm Scratch. They'll have an entire murder hobo party and an owlbear ready to spread their info.
Heaven
everywhere.
help anyone that tries to injure our animal. Listen,
Our whole quest
fuck
and us
around,
too.
fuck around and find out, as the goddamn Magisters discovered.
Yup. You've done all this for a cat? It wasn't just any cat, you bastard. Shite.
It was the cat.
It was our cat. Natsu, you can give everybody go fast again.
Yeah, sorry, I was doing some inventory management because the hill giant elixir wore off and I didn't want to use another one. Go fast. You and you and you.
Oh, yeah, and I need to resummon Shovel.
Yes, and when you do that, I'm gonna go fast on myself and on Shovel.
Expecto Patronum!
Oh, nope. Anti-magic field. There we go. Neat. So, I'm going to hand out some elixirs of fire resistance that I think we should all use.
I've got one.
Okay. So send one to Karlak. Send one to Faith.
At least I think I have one. Yeah.
And use one for myself.
Oh, so we are quaffing it right now?
Unless you already have fire resistance.
Unless your name is Karlak.
Yeah.
Or
although
I
you
have
might
fire
have
resistance.
it. Okay, then yeah, you don't need to use it either.
I should have inherent resist.
Yes. Yes, you do. Okay. So it's just myself and Inu that needed it then. And then don't forget to do your sword shenanigans if you haven't already.
It's still active, so I don't need to.
Okay.
Alright.
If not over, then
Well,
through.
I guess it's time to go back then.
Yep.
Leave camp.
I no longer have anti-magic. The flower's withered.
Oh, did it?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know that would happen. Oh well.
Okay, should we not load the thingy into the chamber first?
Oh yeah, you should. I'm just moving over here.
I don't have it. Yeah.
The splint one.
Yeah, I know. I gotta move shit around so I can actually drag it over.
Oh, and then I probably have to put the mithril in the crucible.
I just need something worth forging.
Insert
Okay,
item.
the mold is in there.
Insert.
Have a lot on my mind.
Successfully inserted.
In it. I don't need any attention right now.
You want to hit us with a save?
Alright, we have been saved.
Alright.
Pull the lever, Crunk!
Pulling the lever.
Oh. Oh, that's... Oh,
Did the
okay.
trick, right? And down it goes.
Oh, yeah. I know where we're at.
Yep.
I don't.
Oh, no.
Yep. So now I'm gonna go turn this thing over here called the lava valve, and I suggest everyone be on one of those circular disc areas and not anywhere in between.
Ooh.
See, I was right. There was a murder robot in here.
Slaughternauts
God.
and murder golems. It must be my birthday.
I thought you said you were gonna be nicer.
Baby steps. Give me all the lava. Give me all the lava. Okay. Whew.
Oh fuck.
Okay. So it has a status called superheated. Exposure to lava has called Grimm's adamantine body to soften. Can now be affected by certain damage types and is vulnerable to bludgeoning damage. It still has slashing and piercing resistance. It has acid resistance. It has thunder resistance, and it has necrotic, fire, lightning, psychic, poison, and radiant immunity, force resistance, and cold resistance. And it has 300 health. Oh boy.
But it only has 3 intelligence and 1 charisma.
Yeah. So this is the point where I go, hey friend.
And it does nothing again. Oh.
Wow, they're stupid. Wow, they're stupid. Wow, they're stupid.
Well, that was... Thank no!
Okay.
My brothers in Christ, I sounded the horn over here. No, the boys!
Oh my god.
Jesus. This is why we can't have nice things. Okay, well. Threat assessment.
It's immune to radiant damage, Sarge.
I was hoping more to get its attention, which
you did. No, you did.
Yay.
It has the ability or passive feature Vengeful Guardian. Always attacks the last creature that hit it if possible. So now it's going after you.
Which
Except,
is...
you know, I still want to do stuff on my turn, so we'll see. I don't think I have bludgeoning damage, though, except for just going up and whacking it with my staff. But... do I have... what were its immunities? Yeah, okay, so that spell's not going to work. Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna put Fairy Fire on it. Good. That way I don't take aggro from it, because I didn't actually attack it. Can't jump. Okay. That's fine. What song is it? You know, The Power. That seems appropriate for this.
You got the touch. You got the power. Mystery seeks, look at me.
So what damage types do you got available there, Karlak?
Hopefully bludgeoning.
Piercing and slashing.
Cool.
Do you not have any bludgeoning weapons?
I don't have any bludgeoning weapons.
So Sarge is the DPS for this fight?
Oh no.
I mean, I was really hoping that the fucking ogres would be. And then they tried to swim in lava. Dumbasses.
Right, so Sarge is the DPS.
This is not a good... oh dear.
There's not much I can do to this thing would actually hurt it in any capacity.
There is a trick to this fight. but I don't want to give it away. I want y'all to figure it out.
I mean, all I can do is go up and hit it with a sword.
I mean, it still takes damage. It's only going to be half damage, but it is still going to be damage. And I gave you advantage on all the swings.
Okay.
Can't make an opportunity attack against its most recent attacker. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. I was expecting them to show up from where I sounded the horn, not on the other side of the arena.
Is there any value in hitting that lava valve again?
The lava will eventually disperse, so eventually we'll want to reflood it with lava to keep this susceptible to damage. Because right now it has the superheated condition because it's in lava, which is what is allowing us to damage it at all. Because it's made of adamantine.
Yeah. I'm just...
Oh, I can't jump again.
Just trying to examine the environment here.
You can move away from it. You won't provoke an opportunity attack because of its
It's called
slugger
this. Because this lever is still available.
Yeah, I mean, if we could get it dead
So
into
I'm
the
the
middle.
prime target. If I can get him over here, someone needs to get over here and bring down the hammer. Alright, I just can't get over there at the moment.
You can't just jump that gap, huh?
I can't jump. I'm out of actions.
Ah, gotcha.
Oh, wait. Yeah, I'm out of actions.
Oh, okay. Waiting dog.
Wait,
I
do
used
you
my
have your
bonus already.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I was gonna miss
oh,
a
wait.
step, but I can't.
Inu, do you still have your action?
I do.
Do you have potions of speed on you? Because if you have potions of speed, you can throw them at Karlak and give her an extra action this turn.
I do, but I probably can't throw it that far. I probably would have needed to do that before I teleported. Maybe. Well, let's find out. Yeet!
Hey, there's an extra action for you.
Nice.
Oh, it still won't let me Misty Step.
Well,
can
they give you an action, not a bonus action, so you should be able to jump.
Jump is grayed out.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh wait, jump's a bonus action, huh?
Yeah.
You could
run through the lava. You could run through the lava.
Or you could take a... I guess a dash action doesn't really help.
No.
I mean, maybe it does. The lava's difficult terrain, so she might be able to make it all the way through. If she can't already, she might be able to make it all the way through if she...
I can already make it through. Yeah, I have the movement to make it through. So what I can do is I can disengage.
You don't have to disengage.
Oh, I don't? Well, I already did.
Yeah, because it has sluggardly. It's not gonna opportunity attack the thing that hit it most recently.
And then run over here through the lava.
You know, you didn't take nearly as much damage from that as I thought.
Yeah, I did run out of movement here, though. But, more importantly, I'm over here now.
Yeah.
So, he still won't get into position, but we'll be closer to it.
Oh.
Okay. Hold on. There we go.
Blair's not going to help you with the lava there, champ. Yep.
Oh, wow.
Uh-oh.
Hold on. Tier 3.
Okay. I do need to... Okay, if I move, it will provoke, so I need to disengage.
Yes.
I can also put warding bond on you to help. It would just use up another tier
Stand
2.
here,
Stand
and that
there.
should lure him under the hammer.
It should.
You do need to
Under
get his
the
attention,
hammer.
though.
I'm not the target anymore?
I don't see the indicator for it.
Shit. Not that button. This one. Hey, fuckface. Take a pike.
Well,
Are
I
you shitting me?
didn't do it.
Why are you in the lava, Sarge?
Because I didn't realize the one thing was a touch spell, and it just was like, you're gonna walk. No.
Oh my god.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Oh my God.
I haven't touched it. It's fine. It's fine.
Says the man who has a condition called melting, where you take
There we go,
10d6
got it!
fire damage per turn.
I got him. He's targeting me.
There's some bonus health for you.
Sarge, are you able to get your ass? You're not able to get your ass
No.
out of the lava. Okay.
Just continue on with hitting the thing. That's my fault for apparently not realizing.
I'm gonna drink bark skin. And there we go. Okay.
So what song are we doing this round, do you know?
I don't know. Give me a second. I'm trying to see if there's any other spell that I can actually cast that will help with the whole L getting...
Oh no, that's on self.
No, I also don't have... Oh, yeah. It's a cantrip. And
Yeah, it's only on self, though.
only, yeah.
Yeah.
Vicious Mockery would be nice, except, you know, also not.
Immune to psychic, yeah.
Oh, while I'm in here, though, I can actually grab the stuff off of Lump.
Yes, including the headband of... wait, no. Is Lump the one that has it? Yeah, Lump has the headband of intellect, which
Yep.
is very nice.
So we'll just take all of that. So, there we go.
Yeah, it doesn't
I need
look
to
like
refill my water.
doesn't look like I've got anything I can do that's particularly helpful. Are we sticking with the power again?
I'm down for whatever. You pick. Good on them for unionizing. It's in position.
It's in position.
It's in position. Yes. Okay.
Like
Pull the lever.
Okay, you're good.
Okay.
And I jumped myself out, so I'm okay.
Hey, look, adamantine splint armor.
Yo.
Hey, Karlak, drop another one of those things in the doohickey while you're standing there.
I don't have the mithril.
I have the mithril.
Oh. Send the mithril to Karlak so she can put more mithril in the doohickey.
Oh, I could actually. Mithril Karlak.
Shit.
Can I? I don't think I can.
Oh, she's standing over the mold area.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotcha.
The mithril itself is underneath where
yeah. I see. Hey, Natsu, do you have another potion of speed on hand?
I do.
You want to toss that to me?
So you can pull the lever again?
Correct, yes.
Be
What?
advised, we have
You hit
not-
the lever.
Step into it. Just
Step into it.
Step into it. There we go.
Yeah! Woo!
Ka-chunk! Wait.
Oh,
Oh, immune to
It's-
bludgeoning.
because it's
It's
not
no
longer got
superheated.
He's
superheated.
gotta get superheated again. Okay.
Okay, well,
Um,
good to know.
Yeah.
Sarge, do you still have movement?
A little bit. Why?
Might be easier if... Well, Natsu probably can't
I am also out
handle
of
it
action
hitting
right
him.
now.
Well, it's
No,
just if we can get him to lure back towards like Natsu.
I am out of action and bonus action.
Okay.
He's
so
also prone for 2 turns.
at the moment. So
So at this point, like, it doesn't really matter because he can't do anything for 2 turns.
yeah.
Which is good, because there's methods.
Oh, there is.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. So, in case we didn't figure out the trick, that's why I wanted us to have a long rest before coming in here.
Okay.
Well, while he's down, Natsu should be able to, like, jump over to the platform, put a thing in the platform, and then jump back off the platform.
That'll have to wait till next turn.
Being a threat only lasts a turn. Okay.
Although I can move closer to it. Oh wait, no, don't end turn. I'm gonna do the same again.
I want to save my Misty Step. Yeah, it takes a short rest.
Can
So
you
what
jump?
I could do is
Jump is
yeah,
a bonus action.
I'm gonna move over here and jump, so that when he comes back up, I can get him back into the lava.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I can Misty Step myself back onto the mold. Alright.
Sounds like a plan.
That's a plan. I'm done.
Oh, wait, did I not hit on turn? I did not.
You did not.
Oh no, the lava's gone. Shit.
And it's not prone anymore.
That's fine. Cutting.
Ooh.
if
I'll
we
use
both-
mine if you use.
Yep,
Yeah.
Yep.
Twice as full of shite.
All right.
I'll
yeah.
I'll
Hit the
reactivate
valve.
the lava.
Yep.
I will. Rude.
Oof.
As if my hands weren't full already.
Okay. Hitting the valve.
All right.
Yay, it's superheated again.
Okay. Temporary hit points. Ooh, okay. Got 1 turn left on being hastened. Okay, Emu got knocked down.
I mean, I figured your move was hit it and then.
And then
I
Misty
can't-
Step.
Yeah, but we're out of turn order now. We're not all in the same turn.
Oh, okay. So I should do my thing then. Okay.
Yeah, do your thing. It's because of the methods. The methods fuck shit up.
Getcha. Okay. I'll give you some bardic inspiration just to make sure you do your stuff.
Okay.
Then I'll move over here.
Well, at least they're after me right now.
Yep.
Yeah, at least the weapon wasn't dropped in lava.
That too.
Rude.
Uh-oh.
At least they're after me right now. Thanks, Shovel.
It's fisting time.
Yeah,
Okay,
that is what Shovel said.
Okay, Shovel.
Technically, it's not wrong. It's weak to bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, I mean, okay, fuck it. We ball. We do not ball.
Well, at least now it's not prime target.
Well, that would have been fine, though, because Elle would have still gone after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want, like, if we could have gotten the other handful of damage on it, it would have been, like, very nearly dead by the time it...
Yeah. It's fisting time.
Well,
Uh,
good try there, Shovel.
Joke's on you. I'm not really using a lot of metal.
You didn't get a turn there, Elle. What the hell?
yeah.
What the fuck happened?
Oh, I guess
Did-
you got
did-
hit with the lethargic on that turn.
Oh, it wore off? Damn it.
Okay. You're still bardically inspired, so that's good news.
Yeah.
Alright, y'all methods are not fucking hitting me. Deal with it, hashtag fucking deal with it.
Yeah.
I at least got to heal
Thank
off the
you.
Blade Ward.
Yeah, that helps out a lot.
Yeah, you were the only one I couldn't hit, not so
That's-
just 'cause you were
that's fine.
just out of range.
That's fine.
And your assholes can't heat my weapon if I don't have it equipped.
Meanwhile, I'm not wearing any metal, so they can't do shit to me.
Just so you are aware, I am out of level 3 spell slots at the moment.
Awaken?
Okay, it's awake.
The fuck does Awaken do?
No.
Doesn't appear to have done anything.
Yeah, I don't
If
see.
it's don't fuck up my turn,
I
we should be able to lure it back into place, though.
Yeah, I don't see any new conditions or anything on it.
No.
Maybe it was trying to summon more methods, but I don't know. No. Do I have... Do I not have any scrolls of Misty Step on me? I do. Okay. Using this as a bonus action, right? Yes. Sarge, are you find getting caught up in,
Do what you gotta, because the methods are gonna be a problem no matter what.
Cool.
Oh, he's not even dead.
He lived!
If there's one thing I've learned about this, it is if you need to do it because the methods will likely be a problem regardless.
Did you not pick up your weapon?
My weapon is in my inventory. I had
He's
said
got
that
his
earlier.
weapon.
Thank God. Okay. Whew, I didn't see it because
No,
I was looking in
said
your
it earlier
spot.
too, and it's like, no, it's in my inventory. I made a joke of they can't heat it if I don't have it equipped.
Yes. Okay. I didn't see it, and I was worried that it was still on the ground when all that shit happened. Okay. So.
Worst case, I have a battle axe in here that's versatile, and I still have that flail.
Oh god, fucking damn it.
Okay.
Can shovel activate the lava valve?
Shovel.
Shit.
Maybe it's gonna provoke an attack of opportunity trying.
Oh.
I will try. Give me a sec. That did not work.
Okay.
It's fine though because he's still superheated. So
Yeah.
attack him.
Problem is, I have a 50% chance on hitting.
Okay, hold on.
I am presently out of actions after getting you to full, so you can tank another hit if needed.
All right. You now have a 100% chance of hitting.
Let's go. Got
Awesome.
it. Okay.
I say, without the lava being there, you can also just run. Oh, I can
Bing.
do that there.
It's,
Attacks
Well,
of
'cause I would have
opportunity.
to be-
Oh,
Yeah.
No,
and
it
I-
has sluggardly. It would not attack the person that most recently hit it.
oh. Well, it was better safe than sorry at the moment.
Yeah, kind of agreed, to be fair.
Okay, I'm in position. So I end.
Cinco.
And turn.
It's gonna come after me.
Get over here, boy. No!
No!
God
What?
fucking damn it!
But why? You stopped before every goddamn time.
Oh, I don't know
Okay.
if it's worth a reload, but
I didn't want to have to do that whole shuffle to get him over there again.
well,
What
without
if he
Sarge
just does
being
it
able to
again?
move, I think he's just gonna do it again.
Well, let me move farther away from Natsu and L, just on the off chance there's some weird priority for a cluster just within earthquake range. Give me 2 seconds, just move. Like, I can just get up on the DSO
Well, I
over
have
here.
to smack him again.
Reckless.
Why is this showing up now?
Because you
Because
missed.
you missed.
I missed. Okay.
You shall not progress in your game.
Correct, sir.
Well, this is why we quick saved.
See, this is just Larian breaking their own rules again. This is why we abuse. Cause like, dude is required by law to attack the last person that attacked him, and then he decided to attack somebody
There
else.
we go.
Shit, we're getting some really good guests at our local con this year.
Oh?
So we have the voice actor for Asterion. We have
Even with Slaggerly, it still provokes, so I do have to Misty Step.
we have the voice actor for Kratos from God of War. And now we have Maggie Robertson, who is the voice actress for Lady Dimitrescu, and another character that we haven't met yet in Baldur's Gate 3.
Jesus.
Damn. That's fucking stacked.
I mean,
Yeah,
our
it is.
local con got Jeremy Lee last year, but they didn't announce it until fucking 2 days before goddamn con!
Well, that's because they're dumb. They don't know how to organize anymore, which is unfortunate.
I'll say.
Alright.
Meanwhile, like my local con does not happen until October, and they're announcing this stuff already.
Yeah, that's the fucking sensible way to do it.
Yeah, I'm betting it's because maybe we were clustered.
Well, that's why I wanted to move away, because if it's...
We'll see once Inu finishes what he's doing.
Yeah,
Alright.
still
Stop.
not good.
Okay, stop.
Stay there. No, just... Oh, it might still be in spot.
It's worth a shot to see.
I can try.
If not, we reload.
Yeah.
And Karlak stays closer to the giant pillar of death. And isn't as far back on the platform, so the dude doesn't have to walk forward.
Dash. Yeah, I don't care. Okay, so I can't reactivate it this turn, but I'm in position to reactivate it if we need it again. And then music. The Queen's High Seas of Lava.
God.
Okay. Time to find out. Pull the
It
lever.
still has superheated.
Oh, it's not actually my turn. Wait, no,
Oh.
I'm incapacitated.
Oh yeah, because you have lethargic.
Oh, damn it.
Carla, quick, come hit the lever.
Oh my god.
Nope. I can't hit the lever either.
What do you mean?
Fuck. I don't
Could
have
be-
all my actions.
Because she disengaged instead of provoking the attack of opportunity.
But
yeah,
isn't pulling the lever an action and disengage? No, disengage.
Disengage is an
isn't it?
action. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have a potion of speed that you can quaff to get the action back?
No.
Can I send items when it's not my turn? Nope. It's stuck in my inventory. Okay, it sounds like we're out of options, so I'm assuming there's a reload incoming.
Yep.
Reload.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe we should also have you over here near the lever, not to.
But someone needs to reactivate the lava in case this one doesn't work with how far off the pedestal it is.
Well, if Karlak only goes back to like there on the thing, dude might
Also,
not.
do not use Misty Step. Just walk over there. It has sluggardly.
I'm gonna get hit.
By the magma method. Whoop-de-doo.
I didn't want to pick that up. Fuck.
That's
Well,
fine.
I'm inspired now, so there's that.
You can
Yeah.
send it to
Me.
yeah, send it to
I-
Sarge. So you're
I've
not
got
encumbered
enough-
anymore.
Yeah, I've got enough spare weight capacity you can toss it to me.
Okay.
Because now next turn, if you need to, you have Misty Step available as a bonus action, which still leaves the action open for the Forge lever.
Okay.
Just trying to see if there's anything I have in my inventory that might allow me to circumvent. Do I have?
Another potion of speed.
No, I only had one, and I had to use
Oh.
it to give Elle the extra action earlier.
Okay.
I'm checking to see if I have a haste scroll. Because if I have a scroll of haste, I could do that. Magic missile. I have one. I don't know if I've learned it yet.
I mean, you could try to learn it right now. But it would.
Okay,
Then
no,
you
I
wouldn't have to
have
look at it
I have
correctly.
learned it.
Okay.
So I can cast the scroll of haste,
Uh-huh.
which will give me haste,
Yes.
And then I'll have an extra turn of haste. Which should mean that I don't get thing.
Ooh,
Okay,
I'll use mine.
I already
I'll use
pressed it.
mine.
I pressed it anyway. It's fine.
Granny didn't move.
I know he moved. Son of a fucking whore.
I wonder if the reason it worked last time is because lava was on the ground and he could only move into the pillar.
Maybe. Oh, you're knocked down. Well, you have a bonus action. You still get hit by lethargic, though. Oh, because you also lost your concentration on haste. Well, I was gonna say I could run over and pull the lever, but
It's not gonna matter. He's not standing on the damn platform.
well, then reloading to the save point isn't gonna change that.
Sarge, are you able to dash?
No, with where the save is, I do not have the ability to dash.
Okay. Threat assessment is live.
I could try standing on the thing with Karlak and see.
You
if
know,
it's-
can you move like a little bit further down to try and be outside the quake area, or like maybe try and force it to stand more central on the pillar to try and keep you in the quake area?
Yeah, yes, that is a thing I can do. It appears, however, that Karlak's movement got interrupted and... Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Okay.
still able to move. It just forces you to stop when an opportunity attack happens.
Gotcha.
I
Okay.
could move up with Karlak, that way it doesn't get.
Well,
I mean, if you can stand on top of her, sure, but
Hold on.
I mean, it's.
Is,
because it's less likely to move further towards her to try and capture you in the quake if you're already standing on top of her.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm thinking as well. But it sounds like Inu had something he wanted to say. So
I'm
before I.
just trying to see if I've got anything that can create rough terrain between him and Karlak.
Do you want me to hold off on doing anything until you finish looking?
What would do that? What would do that?
Go get my water refill.
The only spells that I can
Not
think of that
ideally.
do stuff like that at this low of a level are druid spells.
Chromatic orb creates surfaces.
You'll hear me and you're still in the kitchen. Do you mind bringing me a soda? If there's one left.
I mean, you could try to put down an ice
So I could-
surface.
But it could slip, which would drop it before that, wouldn't it?
So put the ice surface here, so when it goes to swing on Karlak, it hopefully slips in that spot.
Okay, fair.
I'm just checking for other possibilities here as well. Fire shield, frostbolt, featherfall, false life. Glyph of warding. Scroll of grease.
Yeah, grease works too.
Grease works.
It would also cover a larger area than chromatic orb would.
Scroll of wind. I mean, ideally, I'd like something that just makes difficult terrain
So grease, yeah.
and doesn't have a chance of slipping like grease does.
Oh,
Thank you.
But I'll take it if I can't.
Okay.
Like if I don't have
How-
if I don't have another option, it's
well, how big is the area in grease?
I don't know yet.
If it's too big, then you could try to still do the chromatic orb ice on the smashy pillar.
I also have scrolls
bottom.
of Sleet Storm.
I feel like that's going to be a decent sized area, considering it doesn't do damage and it's a 3rd level spell. Like, that's probably a decent sized area.
Bio, I feel like I should be concerned. Why do you have experience with grease fire in the plenty sort of category?
All right, let's
That's a little concerning.
let's start with grease. Grease seems like the so I want to.
Oh, that's a big area. You want it to slip when it gets onto the column, not before it gets to it.
Yeah, I want it to.
And
I'm gonna try.
you could cancel and see chromatic orb, because I feel like chromatic orb's only going to hit the pedestal if you center it on it.
Maybe.
Chromatic orb ice should put down an ice surface. Or chromatic orb cold, whatever it's actually going to use.
Oh, that. Okay, that makes more sense. Okay, less concerned and more.
Well,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
sea of fire.
Surface, yep. So we'll make a frosty surface, which is what we're looking for.
Does poison? It creates a bubbling surface. Poison surface. Is
I don't think that's.
Is that difficult terrain?
I don't think so.
Or-
I think it would say if it made
I don't
difficult.
Bubbling
think
surface
so.
to poison creatures.
Well, it
If they're
doesn't.
being at least consistent with their description.
It doesn't say that frosty surface is difficult terrain either.
No, it's not going to be. We're doing it to try and make it prone on the pillar, not to make difficult terrain. If it goes prone, it's going to lose its action.
The difficult terrain might be what was slowing it down before and causing it to end on
Right.
the pillar too.
Difficult terrain includes web, mud, vines, lava, deep water, grease, ice, spikes, and many other types of surfaces.
Oh, so ice does count.
Agrees. Okay.
So ice counts, but so do many other types of surfaces, which means
Poison might.
burning
as well.
surface, poison surface. So like burning, poison, or acid are all possibilities.
Oh wow, how descriptive.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, I will.
that's helpful though. Like,
I still say you go for the cold one and like try and get it to slip on that
Center part. Oh, yeah, that's almost the exact size of that thing. Cool.
all right.
Now,
Now,
real quick, before I touch anything, do you still want me to move up with Lumi since I can get at least on the?
Yes,
I think it's for the best, yeah.
Right.
because it motivates him to just stay in the center.
That is why I wanted to ask before doing
Also,
the
might
action.
as well pick up the splint armor while you're there.
And got it. All right.
Okay.
Well, take whatever this is.
All right.
All right, slip, 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 slip. Damn. Holy fuck!
And he still moved
okay,
off.
so yeah, that's why I wanted to have more. All right, we're doing this my way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just worried if you put
I-
down grease, I was worried that it was gonna slip. before
Yeah,
you
I
got to
know, but not having that difficult surface from more distance meant the distance he had to cross was so short that if he didn't slip, he was still going to be able to move off of the platform.
Wait, there's a fire surface next to me. I just realized. I can also check how my movement's impacted because I have.
Don't bother.
It-
No, no,
don't-
I'm not gonna move. I have 9 meters.
Sarge, don't bother. It's not important.
No, I was just double checking. I can verify, by the way, that
Which is better.
fire is affecting my movement.
I like that you like get a little distance and then turn around to let the method hit you. That's
It's like, oh, sorry. Your go.
yeah, my mistake, madam.
And wait, since I'm on fire, I don't dare step toward Lumi, depending on the size of that grease.
I have fire resistance.
No, I'm saying is if we're looking for the difficult terrain,
I mean,
and I'm on fire, doesn't Grease...
Yes, but from what I was seeing, Inu was not placing it so Karlak would be caught in it.
Okay.
That yeah, my plan is not to do that. Yes.
Okay, gotcha. Then I'm not gonna touch anything until.
Does anybody see the piglet scroll in? Oh, there it is. I couldn't find it for a second. So I want to have him just in this basically the whole time.
Yeah. Ah, instant fire.
I mean,
he's superheated, I'm guessing.
Yeah, probably.
No, because it clipped a fire surface, but that's good though, actually, because it's still difficult terrain, and now it doesn't have a chance to make him slip.
Yep.
So that kind of works itself out.
Yeah.
So, Sarge,
you still want me to move up with Lumi?
Yeah, go grab the splint armor.
Yes, we would like you in position, please.
Oh, again, I just want to make sure, considering just shifting, I want to make sure. There we go. Done.
Now equip the splint armor.
Well, let me cancel my end turn and see if it'll let me then. Will you not let me?
Oh, it's an action.
It's an
I don't
action.
know if you have an action still.
Yeah, I do not.
Damn. Oh, that's so good, though. All incoming damage reduced by 2, and it sets your base AC to 18, and you can't have critical hits land on you.
No, not so. You're gonna have to be the one to throw the lever, though, because
That's fine.
I'm gonna be lethargic. Okay.
Please don't move off the pedestal, you fuck.
Cutting words. I got it. You don't have to use yours.
Okay.
One will. Yeah. Stay there. Stay there. Stay there.
Stay there. Stay there.
No move.
Yeah!
No!
I thought it was staying there, you whore!
there. I mean, his arm is still under it. Yeah.
I'm still gonna try. I'm still gonna try.
It's worth the try.
His arm is still under it. Maybe it works.
Yoinkification!
Yay!
Yeah!
Okay.
Move that, Grim.
Still got to deal with fire methods, but that's okay.
That is a better problem to have.
You get absolutely shit on, loser.
The power! Hey, fuck you.
Get ragdolled, idiot.
Oh, wait. It's...
No, I got it.
Okay, cool. That way I can keep playing. The power!
Guys, it's on the pedestal.
It is technically on the pedestal, but I don't have an action, so it doesn't...
So the Watcher's Guide, which is a weapon that Elle threw earlier, is still there, but it's now listed as a white weapon instead of a green weapon. We might have knocked the magic out of it.
Whoops.
No, I can't throw it. But wait, I took its attack of opportunity. Karlak, can you throw the lever?
You don't have to disengage. Attack of opportunity has already been used.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
it has. Okay.
Sarge already burned its attack of opportunity. Pull the lever! Smush!
Fuck you. You deserve it, you whore.
Oh, that's funny.
Alright. Elle, go get your Watcher's Guide back.
Grim Skull Helm. Attackers can't land critical hits on the wearer, grants resistance to fire damage, and gets Hunter's Mark, but it's heavy armor, so only someone with heavy armor can equip it. Well, effectively.
Oh, okay, interesting.
So that is a very rare
So
helmet for either Inu or Sarge.
It's still magic.
So we give it to Sarge because mine is giving me bonus healing powers.
Here you go, Sarge. A very nice helmet for you.
The Grim Skull.
It gives you Hunter's Mark, and now you can't be crit anymore.
Well, his armor already made it so he can't be crit.
Yeah, but now you double can't be crit anymore.
Also granted resistance to fire damage, which he already had. Oh no!
Yeah, but it's
that helmet looks so stupid.
It's fine though. Okay, everybody get out of the middle. Because we need to... Oh, also please load more thingy into the doohickey
Yeah,
mabobber.
that's what I need to do. I'm looking for... We might have to go back up to load more mithril, because I'm not seeing the...
how do we...
I can click the crucible.
Oh, wait, it was the crucible I had to do that in. Right.
Okay.
Mithril. Oh wait, no, I gave the mithril to someone. Did I give it to Karlak?
I think you might have given it to Karlak.
Yeah, it's not my inventory anymore.
I do not see it in mine for what it's worth.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's in my inventory. I see it.
All right, the mold's still in there.
Should be.
I don't think anybody
Alright.
took the mold out.
Everyone out,
I-
out of the center so I can release the lava.
Yeah, I still only have my scale mold medium on me, so I do not have any new molds or anything.
Release the lava. And ka-chunk.
Really?
Is it? I don't see the.
I
Oh,
see it.
It's there.
Yeah, it's not showing up for whatever reason, but if you hover over it, it's there.
Always room for more.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, super good armor. Yeah.
All incoming damage is reduced by 2 when a melee attack hits you. Blah 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 blah. Disadvantage assault. So this just gives all the same bonuses the shield gave anyway. Like the shield would not have been.
This is better than the shield for sure. It's
Well,
just you have to
yeah.
have proficiency with heavy armor.
Yes. And that means I can then mark that one as wares and then throw that at you to go drop in wherever you store those things.
Yay.
Does anybody want Wapira's crown? The whole thing with healing another, the wearer regains 1 to 6 hit points? As if not, I'm just going to mark it as a wear.
I don't need it.
No, mine gives people healing when I give them bardic inspiration, so it's just an alternate source of healing for me.
Alright, I've tagged it as wear and sent it to Natsu then.
Yo, that armor actually looks kind of BA though.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Like I said, this armor is gonna last you to a while.
Also, fucking 21 AC. Let's go, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Not that it,
20 AC.
not that it matters because AC
Yeah.
is irrelevant. How do we go back up, by the way?
There's a platform control button over here.
Oh,
Oh.
I mean, otherwise we could have just teleported, but
Gliggy.
get right, old idiot.
That was satisfying to watch the method just get hammered.
Mhm. Oh, baby.
Baby, baby, baby.
Oh.
Do we have any more quests in here, actually, that we have to do?
We still have to save
report
the one
back to
plan,
the-
right?
We have to report back to
Gotta-
the Myconid Sovereign. We have to forge a... Oh, that's all back up at the... Yeah, that's all back up in the other area, though. We're done down here, I think, right?
Oh, in the very deep part of this, I
We still
believe.
gotta free the deep gnomes?
Yeah, we haven't
That is
done.
right. We have to work our way back at least a little bit.
I don't
to do
actually
that.
see that quest marked in here as the weird
Save the
thing.
Grimforge gnomes in the Underdark.
Yes, but I don't see it, like, on the map down here, is the...
Oh. We walked over it earlier when we were on the floating platforms. Yeah, also, it's level up time.
Oh, shit,
right.
so it is!
Oh, it is.
Leveling
wizard-
montage!
It's wizard time! Oh, I cast Mend Butt Crack.
Alright, another level 3. Another
Yay, additional rage charge. Nice.
For God's blessing. Oh, a plus 10 on their attack rolls, huh?
Animal aspect. Oh boy.
Okay, I gain a new cantrip.
Ooh, extra movement speed. Ooh, honey badger.
Guess I'm gonna take
Our
light, I suppose.
Ooh.
I get a new spell.
Oh, Natsu, when you're done, I've got... Or not Natsu, my god, brain. Inu, when you're done, I have a question for you.
I mean, feel free to ask it. I don't need to focus
it has to
particularly
do-
hard here.
It has to do, I've got a scroll of blur, and I didn't know if you knew blur already.
I believe so. Yeah, that'll have to check, but I think I have it already.
Okay.
I now
Check
can
on
learn
that.
scrolls as well.
Well, if you don't have blur and Inu does, I'll send it your way.
Commotion. See, I was planning to take Cloud of Daggers this level, but I know it already, so...
Ba-dum-bum-ba-dum-bum.
Could take Lesser Restoration. I don't think that one shows up as a scroll.
Could also take
At least
Knock.
I haven't seen it yet.
Honey Badger is good, but that's kind of limited.
Could take Silence.
I'll take Aspect of the Elk.
What level is Knock? Is that a level 1?
Level
2.
2.
He...
That I can see.
Well,
so-
you're not a bard.
Well, that's what I was saying. Like, I don't have it, so that would be a valid option if lockpicking ever fails.
I mean, it shouldn't. Like, it really should
It
not.
really, yeah, it shouldn't, but...
But,
I have advantage on sleight of hand, and I also have expertise in sleight of hand.
this is also a Larian Studio game. We know how these things go. Sometimes rules just say, lol, no, fuck you.
We also have a shit ton of thieves' tools, and I can just keep retrying the lock.
Yeah, that's fair. It
How
might...
many natural ones did I roll again in a row in real life again? 14?
I think I'm gonna take Silence, just to have an extra, like, access to it should we need it.
I don't think we have Lesser Restoration, though, which is why I was suggesting that
I mean,
one,
I've got
but
it on...
Silence is
I've
still good, too.
got it on an amulet, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
Pretty sure my amulet... So, something I have gives it to me.
There is an amulet that that gives it. I wasn't sure if you had that equipped or not. No, you do not.
I'm getting it from somewhere. Where am I getting it from? Something I have equipped, it was giving it to me. Is it my shield?
No?
Ring?
Are you sure you actually have it?
I did have it. Unless it was
If
on
you
the...
did,
unless
it
it was
was
on the
from-
armor
I mean-
unequipped.
No, the talisman that gives you Restoration is sitting in your inventory.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, alright. Let's go for it then. Don't need to replace the spell. Oh, right, I get a feat this level.
Hey.
Which is just going ability improvement and being more charismatic.
Heavy Armor Master. Reduce the damage you take by a further 3 for a total of 5 with your new armor.
Yeah, but more charisma.
Yeah.
Especially since I only ever get 1 feat.
Yeah. Nonsense. You start off with 2.
Until bad decision making takes one away.
The scurvy.
Oh,
Ooh.
it's aid that I had. Yeah, I knew I had access to Lesser Restoration, but yeah, it's aid that I actually have.
Do you have a scroll of Fireball so I could learn that?
Let me check. I was actually about to go through all of my scrolls and see what I already knew that I could just kind of pass over.
Because I'm not worried about learning a lot of them until I hit level 2 so I can have, cost reduction and whatnot, but Fireball is one that I for sure just want access to now, if we have it. Of course it's the first question I would ask! Fireball is the best spell in the game!
Blindness. Whatever that is.
That looks like the artwork for Blur, so I can pass that over to Natsu.
I just sent him one, if that's what you're talking about.
Gotcha.
Bone Chill. Burning Hands. Chromatic Orb. Darkness.
Impersonating me. I cannot feel.
I thought you were about to say, no, parents.
Detect Thoughts. Enlarge.
Like
hey, do you know
Viagra
Expeditious
signal.
Retreat already?
No, but I have the scroll for it already.
Cool. False Life. Featherfall. Firebolt.
I picked it up when I became a wizard.
Gotcha. Flight.
Sure. So you can just send me whatever ones you already have learned, and then I can do learning stuff at the post session.
Grease. Gust of Wind. Haste. Hold Person. Invis. Lightning Bolt. Mage Armor. Magic Missile. Mirror Image. Prot Good and Evil. Ray of Frost. Ray of Sickness. Sea Invis. Shocking Grasp. Sleet Storm. Whatever that is. Featherfall. Yep, I do have a spare scroll of Fireball.
Nice.
Cloud of Daggers.
Fireball, learn. Yes, please.
Alright. Excellent. Also, I think I just got another level 3 spell slot. I did just got another level 3 spell slot. Way.
Same Z's.
Vicotory. Good news, everyone. I don't have any way to get back up there without just teleporting farther back up.
Teleport. I already teleported back to Grimforge.
Yeah, I just did that as well.
Anything worth buying? That's 3 arcane cube. Oh, that's cool. Okay.
Dead drow publicly displayed. The Dwergar are sending a message.
I'll give you that. Hey, stick shit!
It's Stick Pit, you pig. piss pot.
That's what I said. Stick shit.
Someone's trying
My
to send a
mug's gone
message.
dry, stick shit.
You heard her, stick shit. Fill her
Oh
up.
my god.
What?
They keep calling him stick shit.
Stick shit?
Yeah, they're in a near a conversation.
Another,
In a
stick
conversation now.
shit. Piss pot. You flirt. Now jump to it. Or it's up to the lift and straight to the shadows. True soul, yeah? Tell the sergeant we won't move a pebble.
One moment. I think I am too far away from you. Let me exit convo and just run to wherever you are. There you are.
Did I hear a true soul was trapped?
I believe they've talked about it. We've been hearing word about Nier, who owed them a bunch of money and is now trapped behind rubble.
5 working fingers, nice and bony, prime for digging. You want there, you claw him out. My drinking hand's busy. Then you'll appreciate how few shits I have to give you. Hey, stick shit, where's my drink?
Coming right up, piss pot.
Stick shit talks like smug, and he wrecked that shroom village.
And then shagged it.
Here's to smug, nasty prick.
So you remember that thing that we did back in the Goblin camp?
Shit.
With the whole drinking booze cask and whatnot?
Yeah, kind of.
We can absolutely do it again.
Time to act like a complete know-it-all, even though I have no idea what the fuck he's talking about.
I ask, because you ain't getting far without one of them pixie lamps.
Toplands are clogged with the Death Dark. Choke you in no time.
The Death Dark.
Go on, get some air. But don't go cursing me if that shadow shit snuffs you.
So I may or may not have poisoned the cask while you were in that conversation.
Oh, no big deal. Oh! Okay, that elevator goes to Grimforge. Or to the tower. Moonrise Towers. Good to know.
Mm-hmm. It says poisoned. Maybe he has to go down there and get a new mug before he'll do it again.
Here he comes.
Kralak just dancing on the stairs.
Know any good gnome jokes?
Coming up shorts, I'm afraid. Get over it.
Shit. Forget I asked.
Alright. Now give them the poison beer.
They're starting to rot. You've got a brain of your own. Use it.
I've just realized that guy's name is Magmar.
Yep.
Is that Jinx next to him? No, it's Pistol. Oh!
Hey, hey. You're probably going to come back and talk to Skick Pit.
Prick. They're dead. Oh, shit. You did it. What now?
I know a place. Across the lake. Should be safe. Won't be needing this poison now that you've offed the pricks. Bet you'll find it handy, though. You're a good one. I won't forget it.
Why? Another wyvern toxin?
Hey. Lethality.
That's the thing that What's-Her-Face gave us way back when and told us to drink if we ever, like, started to turn into thingy-doos or whatever. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, does anybody remember where the goddamn, like, dudes we're here to get are?
For the what?
There were dudes
The
that we were here to
plan
get.
to save.
I'll give it a shot.
Oh, yeah. But first, I think there's something we can do over here. And also loot to be had back where you're going.
Ah, wine. Hell yeah.
What's that?
All right.
That might be worth a look.
What?
There's a spot, but you have to be a very small animal or use gaseous form to get through.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, we are not either of those things, so.
Do we have a scroll of gaseous form?
I
Find that
mean,
real
I'm
quick.
pretty sure I know gaseous form. I think. What level spell is it? Does anybody know?
Level 3.
Well, I don't have it on my
Yeah. I don't see it in the pile of scrolls I have either.
learned spells list.
Scroll of enlarge. Could I shrink myself when I'm already a smaller stature race and fit through the crack? I don't know. Oh, there we go. I was like, I could have sworn there was a button. Alright, we don't have to worry about the gaseous form thing anymore.
Oh, hey, look, a heroic chest.
Okay.
Oh, an elixir of poison resistance.
Duh.
Good times, that.
The lot of us.
No, you've cask of amontillatoed me!
Bye, Natsu.
No! Like, I can't just waypoint myself out.
Good thing you got
Oh, it
me.
actually will let you interrupt
You
it.
would survive a 10
Okay.
day on your own. 10 day. Consistent.
He's already
I'll
out of
give
the
you
room.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah,
Hey, these
also,
these
I don't
doors
know
over
if-
here are locked.
yeah, I don't know if we talked to Mermath over here. Also,
Hi.
if we have speak with animals, there's spiders back there you can talk to. But let me come over to the... I might have to talk to these Dwargar first before I try and do anything to the door. I don't remember if they get upset or not.
Hold on. There's a book. Oh, Magmar's record. Night 1. Just a few sips of slow spout and I was perspiring piss. Swear to Laduger? I don't know. It's pitch black till the mind flayer came. So real I heard his tentacles writhing. Strip, it commanded straight in my head. My hands peeled my rags right off like they had minds of their own. Take it, it said next, and held out a dagger, black with old blood. Watched as my fingers wrapped around the hilt. Then came the final command. Carve. I cried out and shook my head. No, 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 and then shot straight up, sticky with sweat and caked in shit. Just a dream, Piss told me. But it didn't feel like one. More like a memory. Night 2. Kept down a whole mug of it before my head hit the stone. I stood naked and shivering, my right hand gripping that drugning dagger. Couldn't move my legs even a finger width, like they were cast in iron. The mind flayer's claws caressed my face from behind. Carve. I screamed and shook as my own hand brought the blade to my chest and sliced across it. When my hand removed the blade, the bloody likeness of a mind flayer remained. Woke up in a flash with Brithvar looming over. Lingering memories of our Illithid enslavement, he said, from back when we were dwarf folk. Then he gave me a good wallop for sucking down ale. Drink won't lead no place good, he said. But that shit sure feels good going down. Deep in the Underdark lived Doyle, a plucky deep gnome slave. Day and night he and his brother toiled for 5 Dwergar smiths, mining iron and mithril until their arms ached and their eyes burned. Faster, cried the Dwergar, and faster Doyle would dig, even into the night while his master slept, smiling all the while. How can you smile while we slave? Asked the brother. Because I wish our masters much success, was Doyle's reply. Words of the Dwergar's quality weapons and armor quickly spread. To meet demand, the Dwergar brought in more slaves and began to forage and stockpile their wares at the dig site. Yet Doyle dug harder than ever, his wide grin never faltering. Soon the Dwergar's operation grew so great that they commanded 20 deep gnome slaves. The day the first 20 came, Doyle laughed and whooped so loud his Dwergar captors sought silence in a nearby grotto. The slavers returned to find Doyle and his fellow deep gnomes clad in robust mithril armor and carrying mighty iron weapons, all taken from the slavers' stockpile. The 5 Dwergar fell quickly, for they were no match for 21 armed deep gnomes, and Doyle, he never stopped smiling. Beneath the fable, an incensed reader has written a brief review. Garbage! This where the gnomes are getting bright ideas? Anyhow, I don't get it. The lesson makes no damn sense.
So, the whole time you've been reading, this dude's been kicking more and more bodies into the water where they are unlootable.
It's not like they were going to have anything anyway.
Unless you're here to kick some stiffs lakeside, I suggest you bugger off. This ain't no funeral. It's just taking out the rubbish. They serve their purpose, and now they're fish food. That's about the best end you can expect, if you don't turn to the absolute.
There we go. I have given advantage.
No, you have given plus 1d4. Dirty 20, alright.
You spot a
That
shiny
armor does look really
trinket on
sick.
one of the corpses.
It does.
Deception would be a lot easier.
Deception would be a lot easier. Total
almost
bonus
like
is
you're
11 to 14. I am guaranteed to succeed unless I don't.
It's almost like you're spec'd out to be the face of the party or something.
30-23, let's go.
Thank the absolute. They're all yours. Absolute.
Alright, see you later, bud.
Look at that. Now they're not marked as stealing
Killed
anymore.
under the yoke of slavers.
I don't want to get out of my inventory. But more importantly,
Fetish of Kalardaran Smoothlands, which is
What?
a ring that grants invisibility
oh, sick.
as a spell.
Oh yeah.
Alright, who wants it?
If no one else does, I'll take it, because right now all my rings is just a ring that gives me resistance to poison, and I don't care about that. But only if no one else wants it.
I have no rings, but I don't know what I would use invisibility with presently.
To not be visible. You know,
Invisibility lets you maneuver and do cool shit.
You know how you're.
Rings with you, Natsu, because then you could do invisible shit when you're.
I already have access to invisibility. This would just be a free cast of it.
Sarge, you know how you're always whinging that your stealth is shit? You know what
Maybe
makes
you
stealth
should make
easier
it-
is not being visible.
Yeah.
If your rings aren't doing anything, have a ring that does things.
Yes.
We're gonna have to wrap.
Oh.
Soon.
Jesus, donut.
Oh, I love Jesus Donut.
Ow.
Jesus Donut is like regular donut, but more magical. Just time to just steal all their silver shit so we can sell it later.
Mm-hmm.
A nightfall ritual. They likely feasted the night away before killing another. All for Shah.
Yo guys, there's a thingy over here I failed with perception on.
That's curious.
What's curious?
That.
Oh, there's another perception check over here. Well, we both failed it.
That might be worth a look.
There
Ah,
we go.
button.
Ah, right, this area. Yeah.
Oh yeah, this area.
This area. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Prime spot for an ambush.
Yeah, it sure is.
And on that bombshell.
Don't want to draw any attention.
New save.
Curious. That stone there has been tried loot.
What stone?
Stone.
Prime spot for an ambush. New save. That stone over there.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely too weak to move it.
Now, don't look at me. I got a negative strength modifier.
I know I gotta get going soon because I just gotta load crap into the car.
I think Muscles McGussles can have it. Yeah. A hidden stash. Oh boy. Does that mean good shit out?
Potion of greater healing.
Okay.
60 gold. Hide armor. Just normal hide armor and a torch.
Yeah, okay. Potion of greater healing, why not?
Well, in any case, I guess I'll resave since we had that.
Yeah.
Resave over prime spot for an ambush.
Yeah.
And next time, the ambush. And then, like, because we still got a little bit more to the north to go explore, and then it looks like there might be a bit of, like, darkness down to the bottom that we didn't deal with yet. Oh, now it's marking the fucking Grimforge gnomes on the stupid map.
Yeah.
Cool. So that next time too.
Yes.
But until then.
Goodbye.
Balls.